Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Morning, Shaun.
Hair's looking good.
Thank you very much.
Yes, Bex has had her hair done since you last saw her. You've noticed that already, haven't you? But yeah, good morning. Welcome to YouGarden TV. We are with you for the next 3 hours. We've got so many new things, haven't we?
There's lots on the show this week, isn't there? And we've held some back as well. So tomorrow there'll be something new to show you. Sunday there'll be something new to show you. But we've got loads on today's show.
And lots of items that have been reduced in price. December can be a really good time to shop for plants.
It really can, can't
So
it?
some big price reductions and a brand new free gift.
Oh yes, a brand new free gift.
With every single order. 15 of these gorgeous bulbs. And Bex, we were looking at the images earlier. They're fantastic, aren't they?
They're gorgeous, gorgeous. Yeah, these are the Tets, the miniature ones
Yes.
as well. So we're only talking about 15 centimetres in height that they're going to reach. They're the Tet Boule, so they're these fully double ruffled cups that you get on here. Close relative of that really gorgeous Tet daffodil, the narcissus that we really enjoy. But I love that there's something a little bit different with this one.
They are absolutely gorgeous.
Creamy, buttery yellow you get from your daffodils. They're gorgeous, aren't they?
So if you'd like a free bag of these, and they are 15 bulbs in a bag, by the way,
Yep.
all you need to do, as ever, is use the offer code YGTV49. But every separate order will get a free bag of those gorgeous bulbs. They're stunning, aren't they?
I love them. Yeah, I mean, you can't go wrong with daffodils in your garden, can you? I've got loads of them, and in actual fact, the short ones, I got the Tet ones, and what I've done with them is I've planted them through my lawn, so I'm going to get this lovely drift of daffodils. I've done it with the crocus as well, so it's another option for you. You can obviously put these into your borders, and the fantastic thing with them being the shorter variety is that, you know, they're not going to get to the 40, 50 centimetres height that other daffodils can get to. We're talking somewhere around 15, 20 centimetres height, which means that they can work in your window boxes, in your top of your hanging baskets, in pots as well. I just think there's more you can do with the shorter varieties than with the taller ones.
Totally agree. So they're called Tet Boule, okay? Absolutely free with every single order. We've actually just got something for you to plant them in as well.
Oh, yes.
And we spotted these. The price is absolutely amazing. Sorry, they're only $5.99, but it's a buy one, get one free.
Yeah, you get both of them. So with a buy one, get one free, all you need to do is put one of them in your basket. Make sure you put in that code YGTV49 and we'll automatically put the second one in your basket for you.
I know I'm looking confused, I know. But I'm thinking they're normally $8.99 each. So they're already down by £3 to $5.99, then we'll give you a free one. That is really good, isn't it?
I think they're gorgeous.
They are.
And you can actually remove the trellis bit at the top. They just clip into the sides here. So obviously you've got this gorgeous decoration on here, and I think these would work perfectly with your free gift. But as Shaun's shown you, you can remove those and just have it as the pot on its own if you want to. It's entirely up to you how you use them. But the idea with these is that they are, you know, reusable. You can use them year after year after year. They're made of that gorgeous plastic that we often talk about here, which means that they are much more lightweight to carry around, but they're also UV stabilised, frost resistant, designed to last you for many years.
And they actually have like a brushed metal finish, don't they? Like an antique metal look.
I think they're pretty.
So we spotted those. It seems a bit too good to do. It's like a double promotion, so you get £3 off and then you get one free as well. So perfect for your boucle Tet. And there you go. So we put two in there. We've pooped out. We've pooped. No,
pooped. We haven't pooped them, Shaun. No, no, not this morning.
I hope you haven't. Anyway, so no,
that would be painful.
We've popped those in our basket. Now we are paying $4.99 postage, but don't forget, if you spend over £30 today, you will get free delivery as well.
You will indeed. And I think that if you can place maybe 2 orders, bear with me here. If you can place 2 orders, you can get 2 bags of these. And if you've included these, because I think 1 bag for 1 pot, there's 15 of them.
Yeah, if you want it to be really full. Yes.
So if you want your daffs in 2 of these, you need to get 2 orders in. So find something that's got free postage so you don't have to get to over the £30. And then do another order that gets you to the £30 so you can get your free postage. You'll get 2 sets of bulbs so that you can fill these pots.
Great idea. There are actually 10 or 11 items on the show with free delivery, so...
easy to find.
Yes, have a look at everything that is on the show today. And do say hello to us, because we're feeling festive. 6th of December today, isn't it?
I know, we're less than 3 weeks away now, aren't we?
We are.
Less than 3 weeks.
But hello to Lynn, hello to Elaine.
And Daniel Tarquin, good morning.
He's obsessed with the show,
I know,
isn't he?
he loves it.
Yeah. So good morning, Dan.
I love having all our regulars here.
And Dan, I know Dan often gets fashion tips from me, so he's probably admiring my new gilet that I'm wearing.
He probably is. He does like your gilet, doesn't he?
He does.
Or gilets, I should say, because you're getting a wardrobe of them now, aren't you?
I am. They're ideal for gardening and ideal for the potting shed.
I was going to start the gilet trend, but you've started it, so I can't do it as well.
We could trend together.
Could we do gilet together?
I think we could.
I think we'd look silly.
Do you?
We'll try it.
Sillier than we do. So anyway, do say hello to us. We would love you to be part of the show. And any questions, we will do our very best to answer them. If we can't, we will consult our head gardener, Mr. Peter McDermott, as well. But just to give you an idea of some of the things that are coming up, we have got an amazing deal on Birdseed.
We have, and I'm going to get this for my mum. I hope she's not watching. This is going to be my mum's Christmas present.
Does she like Birdseed?
She loves it. She eats it all the time. No, she loves feeding the birds. She loves it.
Honestly, it's a great idea. It's a 12.75 kilo bag. Lots of different seeds to really attract as many birds as possible in your garden. So that is coming up.
No fillers.
Hardy Ferns are coming up, and they are...
The camera will catch up in a moment.
Hang on, camera 2's frozen. It's like this. Come on,
camera 2. You can do it.
Maybe
Wake
they
up,
just
camera
need to
2.
blow on it. Oh, it's frozen anyway.
Then
we've got the Calicarpa coming up. Ferns are reduced in price today.
Hardy Fern collection, absolutely one of the top tips on the show. We had it a few weeks ago. You loved it. We're bringing it back, and it's reduced price, isn't it?
Is it
reduced price?
I think it's $6.99. Yeah. In fact, I'm sure it is.
Amazing. Calicarpa, which I've got recently,
Yes.
and honestly, this has been the standout plant. It's this size. I haven't planted it out yet. It hasn't grown, but it's been the standout plant in my garden in this last week. I've just been looking at it. It looks beautiful.
It's just stunning, isn't it?
Stunning.
We've got lavender, buy one, get one free, and we've also got, I won't move any further because you won't be able to see me, we've got our Christmas roses down here, which are reduced in price this week again.
Yes.
And honestly, the value that you're getting here is incredible. So if you like the bird trellis, it's a buy one, get one free. Lots of you watching already. $5.99 130 347. And don't forget, the offer code today is YGTV49. But if you're not a member of our club, join today and you'll get 10% off all the plants and all the accessories like compost. So loads of ways of saving money today.
Lots and lots of them, yeah. And that Christmas rose, it's been a real popular one for us over the last couple of weeks. We're sticking with it. We're bringing it back for you because I think it was almost every single order last week had this added into it. And it's because it is such a good plant to have at this time of the year. You are getting 3 of those. We will change the details for you. We're just having a few gremlins at the moment, so just bear with
frozen,
us.
Bex.
It's all frozen.
It's all frozen.
I mean, we're quite toasty and warm today for a change.
But the camera's frozen.
There we go, look. So you're getting 3 of those included for $16.99. And we adore the hellebore because this particular variety, the Christmas Carol, it has been bred to be more floriferous. We're talking about flower power. We're talking about more flowers, flowering for a longer period of time. And these are in bloom now, excuse me, and they're going to keep blooming for you through that festive period, January, February and into March time as well.
Do you know what I did last week? I actually got these and I've made up some indoor arrangements. I've actually popped them in like different pots and things. I put some cones around them.
Very nice.
Yeah, I've actually had, I don't know how to describe it. It was like pieces of bark, and I've done some real winter displays.
Nice.
But the hellebores look amazing.
Look, I think this is a brilliant take on just changing it up a little bit. We don't want... I've forgotten the name of it.
Poinsettia.
The red one, thank you. We don't want poinsettias anymore. No, I'm not having it. No.
Do you know, I like poinsettias, but...
I do, but they're divas.
They are. I mean, I'm not being funny. You sometimes need to breathe next to a poinsettia, and it's like, oh, you've upset me, I'll drop all my leaves.
Exactly.
These are a lot more robust, and we are doing a massive saving today. You're going to get 3. As Bex has said, these are the ones that have been bred to produce more flowers over a longer period. They will just flower and flower and flower. And once you're done with them, maybe inside, you can put them outside in a nice shady area and they will flower all winter long. 560054. Do you know, I want to say good morning to somebody very special. Are you ready for this?
I'm so ready for
Do you know who we're going to
this.
say good morning to? Camera 2. You've woken up. Hello, Camera 2.
Good morning, Camera 2.
There.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you. Camera 2 over there. Just Camera 2 was still frozen and asleep. But anyway, good morning to Camera 2. And good morning to everyone that has just joined us on YouGarden TV. We are excited because we've got so many new items. But honestly, these hellebores, if you didn't manage to get them last week, you've got to pop these in your basket
You
today.
really have, yeah, because you get these beautiful pure white flowers on here. But what we really love about these is the kind of interest that you get. Look at the colours of the flowers that we're getting on here.
Do you know, Bex, these samples were picked last week, and I'll be honest, they've just been outside on the trolley. They've had a reasonable amount of light, but they've come out so much more this week, haven't they?
So much
Look
more.
at them.
Look at the flowers that we're getting on here, and there's so many buds. I mean, Shaun's been. Let's have a look at this one. Look at how many buds we can see on here. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
God, your counting's still good, Bex.
Thank you very much. I mean, there's loads down there. Look, there's loads down the bottom there as well.
They're just amazing.
Can you see down there, look? In there, there's loads of them in there as well. 14, 15, 16. There's so many buds. They are floriferous plants.
Do you know, if you're looking for a very affordable Christmas gift, one of those, nicely gift wrapped.
I agree. Yeah, I think in a lovely little pot. I mean, you could even just tie a ribbon around it. I think it'd be gorgeous. And these make great table decorations, don't they? Over the festive period, they could be part of your Christmas table decorations.
Well, they are available today, only $16.99. Just use that off code, and don't forget you are going to get those gorgeous bulbs, the Tet Boule, 15 of those free with every single order. God, they just look amazing, don't they? So healthy as well.
Yeah, really, really good plants. And 3 of them for the price on the screen there today. That's amazing.
And I know we've been a bit mean about poinsettias, and I do love poinsettias, but they are... sometimes you literally get them back from the shop, and within a few hours they've kind of gone.
Oh, no, I'm over it. I was at the supermarket the other day and watching this woman, and it was one of those really cold days. It was quite windy and wet outside, and she was carrying these 2 really big poinsettias back to the car, and I was just thinking, they're going to be dead by the time you get them home.
Yeah, they just hate...
honestly.
They just hate that sudden change in temperature.
They
don't like wind. But you know what? They can be beautiful.
No, I'm being mean about the poinsettia. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I do find them hard work. It's that watering as well, you know, underwatering, overwatering. But they have a lovely plant. These are just a lot easier. And the change as well.
They're winter hardy. You can plant them out. They come back for you year after year. They get even more flowers on them. They flower for a really long time. I just think it's, I just think it's a different take on it. By all means, get your poinsettias. I should probably get one myself at some point over the next couple of weeks. I'm just being mean about poinsettias.
Because the Poinsettia Society are really not liking you this morning.
I'm so sorry if I've upset you. Always put my foot in it somewhere.
No, we're only joking. But they just make a nice change. And the great thing is you can have them inside over Christmas. Yeah. And then, as we said, plant them outside in the new year, and they'll be very, very happy, hopefully for many, many years to come. But amazing value. Masses of you have been ordering these. 560054. But we've also got for you our buy one get one free with our lavender. By the way, if you did see the show last week, we've got loads of new items over that side, so stay tuned. But these have been one of the top sellers, and I tell you what, at $3.99, buy one get one free. Amazing value, but don't they smell good?
They smell so good.
Oh yeah.
Even just the foliage smells absolutely glorious. I'm a sucker for anything that smells good. Honestly, I love them. But obviously, you will get those gorgeous flowers on here next year. They flower for such a long time. They start around June time. You get those lovely spikes of those lavender flowers on here, and they just keep going all the way through to October time. And they're really easy to look after, aren't they? You just don't need to do much to them. They don't need much watering. Obviously, you need to water them to get them established, but once they're established, they're drought tolerant, so I barely water my lavender at all. Excuse me, it's only in that really hot summer that we had a couple of years ago that I watered my lavender. The rest of the time I leave them be. And now they do love the sunny spot, so if you've got a nice sunny spot, they'll love it there. They'll tolerate part sun. I would say a nice well-drained soil is ideal, but even a post soil, you know, they're fine in post soils. They just don't like, and I know from my own experience, I put a couple in a really wet, damp area of my garden. It gets quite cold and they were not happy there. So nice sunny spot, well-drained soil, and they will flower year after year. But they have a magnet for the bees and the butterflies. Now, a gentleman last week bought, I think he bought 18 of these. Yeah, he must be creating a border somewhere like that picture that we show you. He must be creating a lovely line or like something. That, maybe. Yeah. Well, I did the same 3 years ago, exactly. I actually bought 18 of these from YouGarden.
Well, actually, 2 lots of 18. And I wanted to create a formal border. So that's the front of my house, and I just wanted it to be formal. The side of the garden's completely different. And I planted them. And I'll be honest, when I first planted them, I thought, oh, they look a bit sparse. But within 3 years, they all joined up, and they were just a mass of gorgeous purple all summer long. And there must have been hundreds of bees and butterflies there.
There's so many of them. It's humming with life.
Yeah.
There's so many bees and so many butterflies in the lavender, and it's one of the beneficial things, isn't it, of planting lavender, because you can invite those beneficial pollinators into your garden.
Well, buy one get one free, just $3.99.
$3.99.
I know, amazing. And you've got to get your free bulbs today. Those Tet Boule, which I think we sold those for $9.99. Do you know what I'm thinking? Oh my word, we've just worked out. In fact, Stu, our head of technicals, just worked out today for less than £10 today. Oh, this is ridiculous. Okay, get this. If you wanted to, so I didn't pop that in properly.
Sorry.
Do you know why? I needed to be on a firm service and it was on the compost. Do you know
I'm knocking the water down, I'm knocking the planter down.
So you could get 2 of these for $5.99, so buy one get one free. 2 lavender, buy one get one free, that's $3.99. So hang on, that's for less than £10, you could have 2 of these, 2 lavender, and your free bulbs.
Wow.
Oh my word.
Right, there's your first basket, okay?
That's
so that gets
really
you
good.
your first load of your your bulbs. $9.98. We're showing postage on there though. Delivery cost of $4.99.
But if you get your order to over £30, that would disappear.
We need to get rid of that, don't we? So
Although to be fair, Bex, I would be happy with that, wouldn't you?
To be honest, yeah.
2 of the, let's be serious about this, 2 bird trellis planters, 2 lavender, and your free bulbs. The bulbs alone were $9.99.
Yeah, for under £15, all of that delivered to your door. And look how much you're saving. £26 nearly saving.
Yeah.
That's
so if you're,
incredible.
if you're just placing a little order today, and by the way, I've just popped that back in, there you go. That's more like it, isn't it? There you go.
Good work, Shaun.
They do just click in and out, they do. You just do it on a firm service. Right, we better move on. Our Cali carpet is next. Every time we see this, it just remains magical. And I think out of all that, we must have shown you hundreds of plants over the past several months. I don't think there's anything quite like this, do you?
It's stunning, and it is stunning at this time of year.
Yeah.
I promise you, this is the standout plant in your garden at this time of year, because this is the display that you get. Now, it can get quite big if you want it to. It can get to 4 or 5 feet height. Yeah. It really can. It'll take a while to get there, obviously. It needs to grow and establish. But can you imagine, after a few years of letting this grow in a border somewhere and having it that tall, and it be packed with these kinds of berries? So I haven't planted it out yet. I've got it and it's in a pot and it's just sitting on the table outside along with all my other pots and things. I was looking out of my kitchen window and that was the thing that was drawing my attention, because it's just so pretty.
And because we've had a few frosts and things like recently. Yeah, imagine that on a morning. And if you really are, I know lots of you are keen gardeners, it's little moments like that. And I know it's winter and the days are short, but when you wake up, it must give you such joy to see that.
I love looking out the window and seeing all these things out there. These berries that you can see, these clusters of them, the pearl kind of colour and metallic sheen that they have are so, so pretty. Now, you do get leaves on this plant as well. You get lovely foliage on here. You also get some beautiful flowers. You get some lovely little pink flowers on here that happen over the spring and summer months. But I think this is really where it comes into its own, as the berries appear while the leaves are still there, but then the leaves drop and we're left with this absolutely gorgeous display. I genuinely do believe this is one of the most fantastic plants to have in your garden. And if you are buying it as a gift, it does arrive. It's the bigger option, actually, because it comes in the 3-litre pot, and the pot is actually purple, so it just looks really nice, actually. It does. As a gift idea as well. And it's an easy one as well, okay, because this has the Royal Horticultural Society Award of Garden Merit, so they've tested it and trialled it. They've said that it's a proven performer in our gardens. It is so easy to grow, this one. And they've also given it the badge of perfect for pollinators, because obviously the birds are going to totally enjoy these berries on here. They are. But the flowers are also going to attract bees and things over the summer months. And the berries are edible for humans as well, aren't they? They don't taste very nice. They really don't. I didn't think they tasted nice. No, they didn't. I think there's a reason why you don't see these for sale in the supermarket. But the birds will absolutely love them. I was reading something like you can make like a cordial or something with them, which can taste quite nice. Yeah, I was reading something about that, but just eating from there. Shall I try one more again? Are you a sucker for punishment? 3rd time. Oh, it's lovely.
Oh no, it's still good.
No, but apparently you can make something with it. There's like a drink you can make with it that's quite nice.
Why do you keep tempting me?
Because they look so beautiful.
I think you're right.
That's what it is.
It's true, I keep thinking
The birds will like them, though. The birds will thank you for it.
Yeah, they really will. So
Really
anyway,
will.
that is down £16.99, so saving £13, 510-525. Thanks to everyone that's already on the group chat, by the way.
Morning.
Neil, Elaine, Jan, Lynn. Which Lynn is it today? Because we've got a few Lynns, haven't we? Lynn H. Hello, Lynn.
Lynn H.
Yes. Because there's Lynn Burrows as well.
Yes.
Yes. A few Lynns. Anyway, we've got a treat for all of you watching this morning. So, we asked to get the Ferns back on the show. You did, Bex, actually.
Yeah, I love them.
And then we suddenly discovered that we've had a price reduction. $6.99 for these now.
Love that price on this.
Oh my word. And you'd still get your free bulbs worth
You
$9.99.
would indeed, as long as you enter that code there, YGTV49, put it into your basket and put the code in, and you will get those free bulbs. 6 different varieties in here.
My word. Do you know, I'm just thinking, and I don't know for sure, but the nursery obviously will have a little bit of time closed over Christmas. I think there's still a few people that come in just to keep an eye on things. But we are definitely clearing some stock today, aren't we?
Yeah, 100%. And this is a great clearance price here.
Wow.
Honestly, half price deal we're talking about here. And 6 of these beautiful, beautiful hardy ferns. Now, this particular selection, it's been carefully curated and put together to give you a variety of textures, of foliage, of colours. There's so much going on here. Several of them have, I think it's several, or maybe all of them have the Royal Horticultural Society Award of Garden Merit. These are not ones you need to worry about, but they really are, they're great problem solvers. This is a great thing about ferns, because you can put these into those really tricky, shady spots in your garden that are, you know, hard work. We don't know what to do with those. These are going to fill those gaps for you quite happily.
And that's what I did with one side of my garden that's fairly shaded. And the first year, because I've only lived in my house for 3.5 years, and the first year, all you got was weeds down there.
Yeah.
Just endless weeds. And once I put my main shrubs in, I just filled in the gaps with ferns, and they look fantastic. And these are all evergreen, or I think one's semi-evergreen.
I think one's semi, but the others are fully evergreen.
This is brilliant.
It is fantastic, honestly. I've got a few ferns in my garden. I've got one that's absolutely beautiful. I can't remember the name of it, but unfortunately it does drop its leaves over the winter. So at the moment it's just twigs sticking out. A few of the other ferns are beautiful evergreen, and they really are, again, drawing my eye at this time of year. And these are going to do the same thing for you. Variety of heights that we're going on here. Some of them will grow to 50 centimetres, some of them will grow to 1 metre, some will grow maybe a little bit taller than that. All the details, by the way, are on the website. As you look into the item, it will tell you the names of the different varieties and the sizes they're going to grow to, which is important for your planting out.
I tell you what, I'll be honest, I think you're going to have to be really quick for those today.
I do as well.
$6.99.
And if you want to know which label is which, please, when you get this home, don't get all excited and take them all out of the box.
And I've done that before. I've gone, oh, look at all these.
Oh, look at them.
And then I'm like, which one's which?
On the front of the box, we've got the labels with all the names on here, okay? And there's also letters down the side, A, B, C, D, E, and F. And if I turn the box around, this is the little greenhouse that it comes to you in. In those circles there, you'll see that there are letters, A, B, C, D, E, and F. Those obviously correspond to the label on the front so that you know which variety is which. It's important when you're planting out, because obviously you don't want to put the tall ones at the front. You want the shorter ones at the front. So all of that information is there for you.
Brilliant. Well, they are an absolute steal.
They really are.
They've just been reduced in price. It's the first time you've seen them at $6.99. And they are 480975. I tell you, those bird planters are going really quickly as well.
I am not surprised. We'll show you those in a second.
We've got some great deals.
We've got some really good deals today.
Obviously, we've only been broadcasting the live TV shows for about 3 months, 4 months.
It was the end of August, wasn't it?
Yeah,
August bank holiday started. So yeah, just over September, October, November, and we're into December. 3.5 months.
So it's the first time we've ever been here in December, and they're just some great deals. Yeah. And we can only assume certain stocks need to go today, and those ferns have been reduced in price. And those bird trellises at $5.99, buy one get one free. Amazing value. Talking of birds, though.
Yes.
It is so lovely when you get birds in your garden. And the Birdseed collection we've got right now is a deluxe collection. You get 12.75 kilos of birdseed.
I need a bird feeder.
Look at these.
I need a bird feeder.
At £32.99, we're going to give you free postage because it's over £30 today again. Do use that code YGTV49. But this collection has been specially formulated to attract as many different types of birds to your garden. So lots of different seeds for different birds, different sized beaks. But also, there is so much more in here, isn't there, Bex?
Yeah, so you've got 12 different types of seeds in here, and these are beneficial seeds. Plus, there is raisins and suet.
And to give them energy then.
Exactly. The raisins and suet's going to give them extra energy. What you haven't got in here is that horrible germinating wheat seed filler. You know, there's other...
Yeah, a lot of mixes they've got the fillers in there,
they've got the fillers in there. And that's really annoying because obviously the seeds get dropped in your garden and then they'll germinate and you end up getting an unwanted kind of weeds and growth going on. This does not have it. This is all killer, no filler. Not killer though.
No.
It's great for your birds, honestly, because there's so many. Oh, look at all of those.
Yeah. And said this has been specially formulated to attract as many different types of birds into your garden. So looking there, you've got things like black sunflower, you've got the red dahl, the sunflower hearts, the Niger seed, pea, naked oats, raisins, white millet, maize, striped sunflowers, mixed suet. That's going to give them that winter energy that they need. Canary seed, red millet and chopped peanuts as well.
Wow.
So it's a fantastic mix. And this gives you an idea of the type of birds it will attract. And there is nothing nicer than doing your bit and feeding those birds during the winter. And it is, we've had quite cold weather for December, so already the birds will be feeling it.
No, we want to... Oh, what's that picture? Weird.
That was the skelly trays on our website. But look at this. I mean, that is just delightful, isn't
I think it's gorgeous, yeah. And this works brilliantly for those kinds of feeders as well. But also if you do floor feeding or table feeding, you know, this has been designed to work for all of those, those different areas that you might be feeding your birds. I absolutely adore it. I love that we've got a really good tailored blend here that's going to attract so many different types of birds.
And I must admit, the moment we opened up that big bag of 12.75 kilos, we just knew the quality here. But as you said, no fillers. You've got the suet in there, you've got the raisins, you've got the 12 different seeds. And also, there's a little robin.
I should have sent you that video, Stuart, so you could show it. There's a little robin he comes in, and we threw some down on the floor outside, and he pops in.
And he comes in here sometimes as well, which is a little bit of a woo, just as we're about to start to broadcast. But he's kind of made home in this area, hasn't he?
He has, yeah, he loves it.
Yeah, we've popped some seed down, and he's loving it, isn't he?
He has a great time, yeah. I need to feed the birds. I've got loads of birds that come into the garden, but I haven't got a bird feeder yet. I'm going to do it. Well, this will be delivered free as well. Obviously, it weighs a lot, but it will be delivered free. Oh, if we use the code. Yes,
but we just wanted to bring that today because it is cold out there. The birds are feeling it, and there's nothing nicer than knowing that you're doing your bit to really help feed them
That's
over
a lot
winter.
of seed.
It is.
That's a 12.7. I mean, obviously that bag's been opened and we've emptied that. It is that bag, isn't it? Yeah, we've emptied a load out into here. So yeah, there's a lot of birdseed in there. That'll last a good while, won't it?
But it's going to turn your garden into a menagerie, isn't it? It really is.
Yeah, I love it. Mum, if you're watching, that's your Christmas present.
I think it's a great Christmas present.
Yeah.
For somebody that loves their birds. It
Absolutely.
really is.
My mum loves her garden.
But yeah,
and she enjoys inviting the birds in.
It's lovely. My mum, I think it keeps my mum company to something.
Yeah.
You know, she just likes to watch. Anyway, yeah, good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Now, we've got something. That's huge.
Do you know, the size of this.
I arrived after Bexton. I walked to the potting shed and you'd already put this in the centre. Yeah. And I was like, wow. So this is the Echium Pride of Madeira, a brand new size. We did have these during the summer months, but never at this size, 5 litres, and it's down to 31.90. It is huge.
I'm picking it up.
Go on.
I just want you to...
I mean, it's massive.
Look at the size of this thing.
Wow.
It's huge.
So I bought this during the summer. I said during the summer, I bought it in September. I bought the 2 litre version. These are massive. They're in the 5 litre box. £31.90, and you will get free delivery as well.
Make sure you put the code in.
Yes. But Bex, this is one of the most spectacular Mediterranean plants we've ever had, isn't it?
So beautiful. I mean, it looks fantastic now.
Yeah,
I really enjoy the way it looks at the moment. But when this really comes into its own, you get these tall spikes of these beautiful flowers that you can see on the picture here that are just, I mean, this is, if you want a feature plant in your garden, and this is a feature, this wants to be sort of on its own, somewhere where you can really appreciate it. That is what we're going to get from this.
Now, I've just had a new conservatory built, and I'm just thinking I could actually have this in the conservatory, couldn't I?
You totally could, yeah.
Yeah. Now, we are going to be honest with you. It is hardy, but we say down to about -5,
We
don't
say down to about -5, yeah. And obviously you're getting a very well-established
Yes.
plant here, it being in a 5-litre pot. So, you know, this isn't one that you're going to have to really, really mollycoddle and take care of. If it was a smaller one, yes, I'd be saying really look after it this winter. And I'm still going to say that to you, obviously. But yes, it's a more established one. I would definitely be doing something to look after it. We know we've had a few of those cold snaps lately, but if you've got the space for this, then this is an amazing buy today. Royal Horticultural Society have given it their Award of Garden Merit.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. They've trialled it, they've tested it. That Award of Garden Merit is not something we should ever just skip over. Sometimes I do say it because we have a lot of plants that have that Award of Garden Merit. It's quite a prestigious award. God. They take the plants, they trial them, they test them. They don't just plant it somewhere, oh, it's all right, let's give it an award. No, they really do put it through its paces to make sure that it meets their specific criteria, and this has it.
And I'm just thinking, we have got so many great pots on the show as well. You could make this look spectacular if you potted up, couldn't you? Ooh. Which one are you thinking, Bex?
I'm going for the henricks.
I was going to go for that too.
I'm going to go Jimmy.
Totally
Let's
agree.
go Jimmy.
These are still on offer, by the way. We've nicknamed these Jimmy, by the way. Our Stuart has. Because these are the henricks. But look at that. That would be, I mean, that is amazing, isn't it?
Oh.
And a pair of those henricks, by the way, they're currently half price, so it's basically a pair for $24.99. Loads of you have gone for these over the past few days, and they're $135.22. That is amazing, isn't it?
That is absolutely stunning.
Wow.
I adore that. It's going to look amazing in that pot. If you were to get that pot and plant it in there, it could live happily in there for a good while. And then when you get those tall spikes coming out the top as well.
It's going to be amazing. But this is the first time we've ever had this ginormous Echium on the show. But if you would like the pots, we think these could potentially look nice and festive as well, you know, because they've got like a gold sheen to them. So you could even put a potted Christmas tree in there. You could do certain displays. We've got holly on the show and things like that. But they are amazing. They are big, obviously. They're 17 inches.
Yeah, they're 17 inches. So, and at the bottom, they do have a raised bit as well, as you can see there. So bear in mind that that actually creates a trough at the bottom as well. So that helps for water retention in there. But it also means it saves on compost for you as well. Because you don't know all of that bit extra there. Means you don't have to put that much extra compost in there as well. So that's a great thing. It's got drainage holes already in the bottom, so you don't have to worry about drilling any holes or anything in the bottom of there. I think these are, I mean, we said last week, these are definitely a top tip. Even if you don't know what you're going to plant in these, I think because they are an amazing half-price deal, buy one, get one, essentially, this is worth investing in, and then you can work out what you're going to put them in later.
We will be honest, we said we weren't sure what December would be like in the potting shed, but the nursery, they've just done some amazing price reductions on loads of items. Yeah. And you know, that keeps our gardening season going right the way through the year. It really does. Well,
you know, we've got to clear space, essentially, because I know we're all excited about Christmas and everything, but you know, the people in the office are already planning spring and all the rest of it. We've got to make space to bring in all that other stuff.
They're already planning our QVC shows. We've got in January as well. Yeah, we are going to, I'm sure lots of you know, but we are going to be working with QVC as well in January. Don't worry, the live stream will still continue.
Yes, we will still be in the potting sheds. We love the potting sheds.
We do. We've got secret plans to extend it.
The head gardener hasn't got a clue yet.
No, he doesn't know, but we've got plans. Imagine having the biggest potting shed in the UK.
Oh, that would be an accolade, wouldn't it?
It would be great.
That would be a proper accolade.
Yeah.
I love
anyway, that Pride of Madeira, biggest we've ever done, and that is only $31.99. But we've got. I
don't know what I'm going to do
Shall
with
I move that down?
Yeah, over here.
Do you want that there?
Over here.
Anyway, come and say hello, by the way.
I'm coming
We're coming over to the Mexican.
Just making space.
We've got some really good deals over here with our Mexican limes.
Yeah.
Now, again, this time of year, we are clearing stock.
Right.
2 of these, it's a double up deal. 1 for £9.99, double up 2 for £14.98.
I'm just going to
Don't forget, you can get this free Tet Boule bulbs with every single order. What's it like?
Oh, my word, have a sniff of that. Wow. Isn't that lovely?
Wow.
That woke you up, didn't it?
Oh, that is stunning.
Isn't it? I can
That's
still smell it on my
really
fingers. That is
intense.
such a strong smell that you're getting from that. It's gorgeous, isn't it?
Oh, seriously.
You can grow your own limes. How exciting
I
is
would
that?
love my home filled with that scent.
It's gorgeous, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's so fresh.
This is what you're getting with this particular plant, and it is a double up deal, so you can get both of these if you want to, but you can actually grow your own limes. How exciting is that? And they will be full-size limes once this plant gets fully mature as well.
I love that. I love limes, don't you?
I love a lime.
One of my
Put it in
favourite.
your cooking, put it in your drinks.
You said there's a favourite, really nice beer that I like. That you put a bit of lime.
Bit of lime in the
Yeah,
top.
you know what I mean.
I know exactly what you mean.
Love that one.
Love it. Yeah, you can grow your actual own limes here. I like the fact that you're getting a double up deal here as well, because I think you'd be,
That's
work
amazing
well to have the
value.
2 of these together. Limes are absolutely packed with vitamin C. This is a great conservatory plant, because obviously this isn't one that you'd have outside over the winter months. It does need to be looked after. It needs to be protected from frost. And then in the summer months, you'll take this outside to take advantage of the bright sunshine and all the light. But this is definitely something that you would have indoors. If you've got a conservatory, absolutely brilliant. If you haven't got a conservatory, you can still bring it indoors and look after it. You just don't want it somewhere too hot.
No.
It needs to be in a sort of cooler area indoors. Don't put it right next to the central heating or anything. You water freely in the summer, but you'll drastically reduce that watering over the winter months. They go dormant. And that one of the most common problems we have with fruit trees and things like that is overwatering in the winter. And what you need to do is let the surface properly dry out before watering. I barely water any of my indoor plants over the winter. I did my aloe veras the other day because they got really dry, but that'll be it now for probably 6-7 weeks. So yes, that's it basically.
It's so easy to overwater.
It is. It's very, very easy.
And
Because you get into a habit of it,
you do.
don't you, over the summer, and you're like, water, and then you're like, oh no, it's quite hard to step back.
Now, we've got lots of you watching, so thank you. Linda's just joined
Morning,
us.
Linda.
This is the other Linda, I'm presuming.
We've got Lynn and Linda, I think.
And Elaine is ordering the birdseed, which
Well
is
done,
great.
Elaine.
Thank you,
Good
Elaine.
on you.
So lovely. You're going to get some gorgeous birds in your garden, lots of different varieties. Just quickly, talking of birds, our bird trellises have gone absolutely crazy
Of course
today.
they have.
So it's like, occasionally this happens, and it's like 2 promotions have been actually added to this. So the first promotion is we've got £3 off, because these are normally £8.99 each. But then, you look nice there, Bex.
It's a nice frame.
Yeah, it's like maybe getting married. But anyway, 2 of these, so you get £3 off, then you get a free one as well. And don't forget, you are going to get, lots of people are doing separate orders for these, because you will get your free bulbs with every single separate order, and they are the Tet Boule. If you miss them earlier, they're like doubles. There they are.
Yeah,
are.
they're gorgeous, and they're slightly shorter variety. So it's somewhere between 15, 20 centimetres in height. We're talking with these, so they're more miniature variety.
But don't you think they'd look gorgeous in these planters?
I think they would look absolutely brilliant in these planters, and you mentioned it previously when we had one of these deals. I love the idea of maybe this being a Mother's Day gift. And this is sort of why I was saying about people trying to get a couple of orders in, so they get a couple of bags of those Tet daffodils. Because I think, how many did you get? 15? So I think you'd probably put 15 in one pot.
And then it'd be really full.
And it'd be nice and full. So you need another bag to be able to fill the other one. And there's one for Mother, there's one for Mother-in-law, or there's one for you, and there's one for Mother-in-law. I don't know how many mothers and mother-in-laws you've got left in your life, but you know.
Depends how many times you've been married, doesn't it? And we all have different families nowadays.
Exactly,
There's
I
all
get it.
sorts
But yeah,
of
trying to
families and blended families.
get ahead for a Mother's Day present. That'd be great. You can pot them up, a bit of compost, and then give that as the gift. It's a gift that keeps
Great
giving, because
idea.
every year it'll come back.
So if you do like these, go for 2 separate orders and you get 2 free lots of bulbs.
Yeah.
They're great, aren't they?
But it's a buy one, get one free, so only put one of these into your basket, enter the code YGTV49, and the other one will automatically be put into your basket along with your bulbs.
Yeah. But if you do want to go for 2 separate orders, it actually makes sense for that, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Really does. So anyway, well done. They are going really quickly. If you don't like the bird trellis, I mean, I love it. They do just clip out.
Yeah, you can take it
so.
off.
Like that. There you go.
It's a gorgeous pot, though, isn't it? It's got that brushed metallic finish to it.
They
are
metal.
plastic, so they're lightweight. They're easy to move. They're much easier to move around your garden. They do have drainage in the bottom as well, so you don't have to worry about drilling any holes.
No, really busy today, though. So thank you so much.
There you go.
To each and every one of you.
Okay, so we're going to move on to the weird and the wonderful, Mr. Shaun Ryan. No.
I don't think I'm either of those things, do you?
Well, you are wonderful.
Do you think so?
You're not
very
weird,
kind.
but you're definitely wonderful.
You're very kind. Now, this is weird, and I had this in my last garden. I wish I'd dug some up, actually.
Oh, my word, it's beautiful,
It was
isn't it?
amazing.
It is so unusual. It's a feature, this one. It's very... it's weird and wonderful. I love the weird and wonderful. Quite a tropical feel. Definitely something quite rare, not something you find everywhere. Look at that.
So that flower looks out of this world.
It really does, doesn't
Bex.
it? It's incredible. You get that beautiful flower that happens in the summertime, and it can bloom for you all the way through to October time, so from about June through to October. But it's also evergreen as well. As you can see in the studio, we've got this lovely kind of foliage going on there. But that's when it comes into its own. You get this bright blue flower, and then the foliage on the outside the flower turns
amazing.
that gorgeous red colour.
No, and I was saying to Bex, I had this in my last garden, but they never flowered, and I know why. I think I had it in too much shade.
Yeah, it wants sun.
Yeah,
definitely. It's going to want a sunny spot.
It did okay in terms of foliage, but it never flowered. But mine was in fairly shady area.
Yeah, this one does say sun.
I know. See, even I.
Sometimes we get it wrong.
We do.
Sunny spot.
I should have moved it.
It's hardy down to about -5. It definitely doesn't like the winter wet, though, so it's definitely something you're going to want to look after a little bit. But we do say it's hardy down to about -5.
But it'd be great in a pot, wouldn't it?
That'd be fantastic in a pot, and it's a nice established plant already. It's not a baby, is it? This one's a 1 litre pot, so it's a well-established plant.
I really like the foliage. It's quite unusual.
Yeah, it's quite weird. It looks like a grass.
It does,
doesn't
but
it?
it's sort of
more
thicker
dense.
and dense. Yeah.
I think it's stunning. I'd really like to grow that, actually, because just look at that flower.
I'm going to buy a new one.
You could propagate as well, but from this one I was
so
reading.
Right. I remember.
You can get offsets.
Yeah.
And you can propagate from the offsets.
And I did that as well, but I put them in the same spot. How annoying.
I think it's time to invest in this one, Shaun. Add this to your basket and add this to your new garden.
I know exactly where that's going to go.
Because you've got your little tropical area, haven't you?
That's
that
where
should
it's
go
going
in
to go.
that tropical
totally
area.
agree. But I think I'm going to put it in a pot.
Yeah,
Start
okay,
with. Yeah, nice white pot.
We got loads of pots that we can show you, actually.
have.
We've got loads of pots. We'll bring some in.
But good morning to everyone. We've got more of you joining us. We've got a great show. So many new exciting items. And we love presenting the show because we always learn.
Yeah. Actually, the show list came through for this week, and I was really excited because I was like, actually, there's a few things on here. So this one, I've never grown this one. This one was one I was really learning about. Loved it. Loved getting that show list. I love it when there's something new on there that I can research.
And the free gift changed last minute, and we were really pleased that it changed.
Yeah.
The last one was lovely, but the new one, because I know a lot of you got last week's free gift anyway, the tulips. So it's so nice to have those boucle Tet Boules free with every order today. But any questions as ever do come through. If you just want to say hi this morning, that would be absolutely wonderful. Shall we move on to our gardenia next, because we have got such a great price on these.
A great price.
An amazing price, actually.
I mean, the first hardy gardenia, something that you can grow outside. Gardenias, we know they were traditionally an indoor plant.
Yeah,
weren't
I
they?
remember having them as a houseplant for many
You
years.
couldn't
actually.
have them outdoors, but this is the world's first fully hardy gardenia, down to -10.
And have you seen that double up deal?
Oh,
so
my
for
God.
an extra $1.99, you can get two basically.
$1.99?
Yeah, $12.99 for one, another $1.99, so $14.98.
Wow,
you get two.
okay, that's excellent.
That's the best we've done, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's
that's
got to
really
be.
good.
And I love the foliage. So we'll talk about the flowers in a second, but the foliage, bear in mind it is December. Look how good those look. And these are picked straight from the nursery today.
Yeah, I mean, it's got that lovely glossy evergreen foliage on there, hasn't it, which we absolutely adore. So, yes, you've got that lovely year-round interest, but then you get those white, waxy flowers on here that they have quite a long flowering season as well. They start in the summertime, around June, and they keep going through to, I think, first frost, so around September, maybe even into October time.
And the fragrance is divine.
Absolutely divine, yes. This is the one that's often used in perfumes, isn't it, the gardenia? Because it's such a heavenly scent that you get here. It's a lovely compact plant as well. This isn't one that gets massive. So if you want I love that wheel in the centre. It looks like it's moving. It looks like a Catherine wheel. But yeah, if you wanted to have this in a pot, it only reaches about 2 feet height and spread. So it would be wonderful in a pot. And I think that's great as well because of the scent you're going to get from this. It'd be great to be able to move it around your garden, to have it wherever it is that you might be, you know, your seating area or something.
And they are regarded as fully hardy.
Fully hardy,
so
yes.
So they have
winter
a lifetime
hardy.
guarantee.
They do, yeah. That's a really important one. We haven't talked about that, have we? Lifetime guarantee with anything that we say is fully winter hardy, which means that if it fails to thrive, you know, if it dies basically, and you've done everything you're supposed to look after it properly, you know, all you have to do is get in touch with our customer services team, and they will happily replace it free of charge. All you need to do is just cover any postage costs to get that back out to you.
That is amazing. A lifetime guarantee on all of our winter hardy plants. So it just gives you that incredible peace of mind. And just while we're talking about our customer service, if you ever have a problem with an order, and it happens very rarely, and we've got great reviews, as you know, on Trustpilot and on FIFO, but if ever there's something that's not quite right, let our customer care team know. We would really want you to let us know so we can then put it right. And that is really, really important to us.
I keep smelling my lime leaf, sorry. It smells so good. I'll put it down.
Those 2 gardenias, do double up on that. 1 for $12.99, but we've got an amazing deal today. You can get 2 for $14.98.
Yeah, I think 2 would be great because they're nice and compact. You know, for such a small amount extra, definitely go for 2.
If my mum's watching, by the way, I hope she is.
Good morning, Carol.
My mum saw these last... I think it was in September we last had them, or October, quite a while ago. But she did want them. But I'm glad we didn't buy them then, because we've got an even better deal today. What we've got next, Bex?
The Gora.
You like this, don't you?
I love the Gora.
Yeah, one of your favourites.
It is. Oh, it's one of my favourites, this one. I fell in love with this one earlier on in the year when we were bringing, I think it was about September time, we were bringing the Gora. The cisu pink. It is just stunning. Well, this is going to get flowers for a really long time, for starters. I can't believe we've actually got flowers on here. No, I think what happened with these is because we trimmed them down. I remember we trimmed them down because these get really tall. They get to 50, not really tall, but 50, 60 centimetres in height. And then at the end of the flowering season, you sort of trim them down. Now, I think that's what happened with these. We trimmed them. And because we had such a mild sort of October and November, they've actually started flowering again. They shouldn't be flowering, but anyway, who cares? Normally, flowering season is right from the end of the spring, so around May time, and right the way through to September.
I've got to say, I've got one of these in my garden, and it did flower all summer long.
I just love the shape of them. They look like little butterflies. And what happens is you get these kind of tall stems of beautiful foliage, and it takes you on a bit of a journey up the stem because you get this kind of red colour going on. And then you get to the top, and this is where it flowers profusely. And it looks like, because it sort of dances in the breeze, you know, it moves around, and it looks like little butterflies have landed on the plant. I just think it's really, really pretty.
And again, we are doing a double up deal today, so 2 for $14.98. Fully winter hardy.
Fully winter hardy, lifetime guarantee. Royal Horticultural Society have given it their badge of perfect for pollinators. You can totally see why. Definitely bees and butterflies are going to be dancing around those flowers all summer long. And mine's in a sunny spot, seems to love it there. Yeah, it definitely wants a sunny spot. And it is drought tolerant as well. So this is one that does not need loads and loads of, you know, watering and, is it going to suffer? No, it's drought tolerant. They're very easy to grow, but they are absolutely beautiful. And we have got that very special price today where you double up and get 2 for £14.98. 560 775 is your item. I know we say this a lot, but don't forget, whatever you're ordering today, do put in your offer code YGTV49, and that will unlock any of the promotions, but also you will get your free Tet Boule, those gorgeous bulbs, 15 of those. We did sell those on the show previously for £9.99. Yeah, love them. Really nice. Slightly shorter variety, so more versatility, I think, with the shorter varieties. Window boxes, topper hanging baskets, pots, borders. It's through your lawn. It really isn't too late to plant bulbs. You can still do it in December. No, you definitely can. Fine, especially in some of the pots that we've got. Yes, you can plant them in the ground. Obviously not if the ground's frozen where you live. Yep. But in pots, they're going to do absolutely brilliant. Well, it's warmed up a little bit, hasn't it? So I think I think we're all right. Next week's a lot better. Yeah? Yeah. Well, I haven't looked ahead yet. Yeah.
Not bad at all.
Good.
Yeah.
Might actually do something in the garden. That'd be nice.
Almost hitting double figures where we live. I know.
Exciting.
Yeah, and it's not bad at all, actually. I think that cold snap's pretty much gone now. So you can still get out and plant your bulbs. I've even planted bulbs in January and got away with that. I'm not advising it, but I did get away with planting bulbs in January, and they still come up. They were just a bit late, that was all. Anyway, we've also got a deal today on our pink pampas. $9.99 are 2 for $14.98. Now, I got these in September, October.
Yeah, it was about
I did give you yours.
You did,
yeah.
I planted it. It's in the corner. It's in the corner because I want it to grow really big in that corner because there's a caravan on the other side. I want to cover it up, basically. It's fine. I just, I don't like looking at it. So I want it to grow really big so it'll cover that up. And I'm so excited. It's in a sort of mostly sunny spot. Definitely wants to be in a decent amount of sun. I mean, light shade will be fine. But yeah, that corner gets a decent amount of early sun in the day, gone by about 3 o'clock, but it's going to be gorgeous. This is what it's all about, though, isn't it? It's the pink pampas.
And my pampas actually still has flowers on it.
Does it? Yeah, actually, there's a few. As I'm driving around, I'm still seeing loads of pampas, but I don't see pink ones.
No, and the pampas I've got in my garden isn't pink. So I bought these, but we were doing a triple pack at the time for more money than you're seeing on the screen. But I didn't need 3, so I gave Bex one. But today we are doing the single one with postage included. So do bear that in mind. We did get feedback. A lot of you said, oh, I love the pink pampas, but I haven't got room for 3. So we are doing a single one today for just $9.99 with postage included. And that will be magnificent. Now, you do need a big, I'm not going to say big garden, but a big space for pampas. Because they're known as the queen of grasses.
Yeah.
They will get big, and those stems, mine are over a metre
Yeah,
tall.
I mean, they can get 2.5 metres in height, and the bottom kind of fills out a little bit as well. So you need a good sort of metre and a half for the bottom to spread. But it's the spikes going, which is what we want, isn't it? That's why you want a pampas, because you get those beautiful tall spikes coming from it. I'm so excited about growing that.
I can't wait.
I'm so excited.
Mine took a couple of years to really get going.
Well, you said you got a couple of spikes the first year, didn't you? But then it really filled out the second year. Wasn't that what you said?
It did just, I think I got 2.
You got 2.
Yeah, and
I
this year
saying like
it's
2 or 3.
It's like amazing, honestly. But it is pink, this one, and that is very important. You
can
very rarely see them.
You can pay a lot, can't you, for pampas grass, dried pampas grass? You can pay like £10 a head for those. You can.
And they're really trendy at the moment. So a lot of hotels have got these in displays and things.
I can't wait.
I know. So anyway, we are doing that today. It was based on your feedback. A lot of you said, I'd love just one of them. You can get one today for $9.99, postage included, or you can double up and go for 2 for $14.98. But they really are the queen of grasses, and that pink is going to be spectacular, isn't it?
It's going to be so stunning and so easy to grow. Like, you don't actually have to do anything to it, do you? You plant it and just leave it, let it do its thing. Really low maintenance, easy
They do
gardening.
like sun though, don't they?
They do.
Yeah, so a nice sunny spot, a nice big spot, as Bex was saying.
Do you want some pots?
Yeah, that might be a bit small for a pampas.
Yeah, don't put your pampas in this. That's not going to work.
Buy a henricks if you want a pot for the pampas. But these are really cute. These would be nice for the free bulbs, wouldn't they?
Oh, these would be lovely. Yeah, you get a pack of 5 of these. I'm just trying to separate these. There you go. Yeah, you're getting 5 of these. So they're all uniform. You get 5 in total of them. These would be great to put your bulbs in, as you say.
Would.
I like the matching that you're getting here. I like having a bit of a mishmash of pots, but it's also nice to have that matching thing going on. If you've still got some winter bedding to put out or a few bulbs that you want to put in them, these are great for those. And you are getting 5 included.
And actually, your free bulbs today, the Tet Boule, would be just right for these because it's a smaller bulb.
It is a smaller bulb, yeah. So 15 in your bag.
I'd put probably 5 in each, would you?
Yeah, 5 would do.
Yeah.
5 would do quite nicely in there. Or maybe 7. It's up to you. Whatever you want to do.
Yeah, I mean,
you'd put more
I probably
in,
would do a 7
would.
and an 8, you're right.
They've already got the holes in the bottom, and if you've been, I've done it before, I've bought pots, and they don't have the holes already in the bottom, and it's so annoying because then you end up with a knife or a drill, and then you end up splitting the pot in the bottom. It's really frustrating, so it's great to have these already in the bottom of there, and there's quite a few of them as well, which is really important. But yeah, they are made of that plastic, that lovely kind of UV stabilised, frost-resistant plastic, but they are going to last you for a long, long time. That's why they've been designed like this, and they have a beautiful brushed finish on there as well.
They're really gorgeous, and postage is included. So if you're just buying the pots today, you get your 15 free bulbs, and you won't be paying any postage whatsoever either. That's 130525. So yeah, good morning everybody. That Ekin, by the way, don't forget, it's the largest we've ever done on the show, and it will be delivered free. Any order, when you spend £30 or more, don't forget, you will get free delivery as well. We look tiny behind that, don't we? Look how small our heads look, don't they? Look.
Hello.
That is amazing, seriously, amazing value. But also, if you are planting your bulbs up in pots, or you're buying any of the plants that we've got today, don't forget, we have got our brilliant professional compost, 100 litres for $24.98. And again, you might have already placed an order today, but think, oh, I need some compost. If you place this as another separate order, you will get another pack of those free bulbs. Our compost, every time we come in our potting shed, we always talk about this, and we always get our hands in it, don't we?
Yeah, it's lovely
It's
stuff.
amazing.
It's really, really good. It feels so soft and luscious. It smells gorgeous. I don't know what to talk about the smell. It's weird to talk about the smell of the compost, but you'll have done it yourself. You bought one of the, you'll have been to somewhere and you bought a bag and you open it up and it's got that horrible dank smell to it. It looks really dark. It's really thick and stodgy. This is the difference that we're talking about with our compost, our premium professional compost. It's light, it's fluffy, it's airy, and this is so important. This texture that we're talking about here, it's so important for strong root growth and strong root structures. If you've got a wonderful strong root structure, you are going to get a bigger, better, healthier plant. Of course you are, because that is the foundation of our plants. They take up all their, their feed and their moisture and everything through the roots. So it's so important.
Well, it's actually the compost that is used here on the nursery. So whenever something is grown here or grown on, repotted, this is the compost that our plants actually live in. So it is truly a premium professional compost. And it's actually the most popular gardening product that we've sold now for many, many years. It's loved by so many of our customers, and we must have sold, well, we've lost count actually, because
we'll have to get them to do a proper maths on it again.
But it must be millions of litres of compost sold.
It's so many of them. And the thing is, once you try it, you won't go back. This is the difference that we're talking about with it.
Well, let's remind you of what's in it, and we'll start with the composted wood fibre, and that forms about 50% of the compost, and that is what really gives it that wonderful texture.
Yeah, it really makes it
feel
so
that fibrous
light
nature,
and fluffy.
can't you?
It also helps with water retention
Yes.
and the water distribution as well. It makes the water distribution much more even, which is incredible.
Now, we've also got the different types of peats. There's 3 different types, dark and light peats.
Yeah.
We've reduced the quantity of that, Bex, haven't we?
Yeah, that's right. Over the years, it has been reduced. There are environmental concerns with that, so obviously it has been reduced, but then replaced with just amazing other ingredients.
Including that composted wood fibre we talked about. Now, we've got, I can see loads here, we've got that slow-release fertiliser throughout. Well, are they on my side, Bex?
Yeah, well, there's loads of them.
They are. But
Loads of little green balls.
These green balls, and that's going to give your plants food for up to 6 months, and it'll take that as and when they need it. So you've got all of that slow release fertiliser built in there.
And we've got lime in here. Now, that's really important, because what that does is it balances out the pH of the actual compost, which is what turns this into a compost that you can use for pretty much everything. In fact, there's one, is it the gardenia? There's something on the show today that prefers an ericaceous.
That would probably be the gardenia.
I think it's the gardenia. Yeah. So pretty much everything that we're bringing you on the show today, you can plant into this. We often say seeds through to trees, and everything in between you can plant in this. The only exceptions, as I say, are the things that like the ericaceous compost. So rhododendrons, azaleas, blueberries, there's a few other things. I'm sure there's one other. I did write it down. I'll find it. But yeah, everything else can live so happily in this. There's no having to go. I used to get really confused.
I did.
I'd go and I'd look, because there's stacks and stacks and stacks of compost, and they've all got different numbers on, and I didn't know what was what. With this, you don't have to worry about that, because it works for pretty much everything.
And when it comes to price, we don't claim to be the cheapest, but actually our value is really good on the show. So bear in mind, you've got delivery included. And buying compost from a garden centre is one of a big store. It's one of the worst experiences you can have normally, because it's a real effort, isn't it? Normally you've got to Get the bags of compost down yourself, put it on a trolley, wheel the trolley to the till, then normally you're trying to help the assistant get the barcode and you're struggling to move the trolley or lift the compost bag up. Then you've got to get it in the car, return the trolley, drive home, unload the compost.
It's raining.
Yeah, it's just not an easy task. So we deliver it absolutely free of charge. You can buy as much as you like. But also, we are going to give you your free bulbs today, which we sold on the show for £9.99. So bear in mind, you will get £10 worth of bulbs free with every single order. This is what they look like. They're miniature daffodils, so they'll only get to about 20 centimetres or so, but they are doubles, so they've got this lovely kind of swirly centre to them. They are absolutely gorgeous. And they are free with every single order today. And don't forget, if you are one of our many tens of thousands of club members, you'll actually get 10% off the price of this as well. So you'll get it for around about £22.50 delivered free. So actually, do the maths. The value is actually really good.
It's incredible. It really is. Yeah, and you can't take away the fact that this is delivered to your door. You know, that is a really important part of it, and it is brilliant for the majority of things. It is the gardinia, by the way, that prefers an ericaceous. So if you are going for your gardinia, it prefers an ericaceous. So yeah, you might want to have a look on the website. We do sell ericaceous compost as well.
Well, lots of orders coming in today. Thank you so much. Let's remind you, still got loads to come.
There is loads.
But let's remind you of the great items we've had so far this Wednesday morning here with Shaun and Bex on YouGarden TV. So you've loved the hellebores, and I'm not surprised. This is a very special variety. It's called Christmas Carol. So it's been bred to be a prolific flower. So it's going to produce more buds, more flowers over a longer period. Now, when it comes to Christmas time, I think this is just one of the best plants to have inside. If it is inside, don't put it next to a blaring fire or a radiator, but you can keep it indoors over Christmas. You can put it in a lovely festive pot. You can make beautiful displays for your table when you're maybe serving a Christmas meal. Imagine one of these in the centre in a red pot with a bow around it or something like that. And then once Christmas is done, take it outside, put it in your beds and borders. It will love a shady or a semi-shady spot, and it will flower pretty much all winter long. That is a price reduction, don't forget. It's been brought down to £16.99. That's for all three of those, 560054. They are amazing value, those, but they're a really lovely variety. It's actually the Christmas Carol variety, that one. Then we brought you our lavender, which is on a buy one, get one free. So this is an English lavender. And I bought these 3 years ago. I did a whole border of them. They look amazing on mass, they really do. And it's quite incredible how quickly they grow. Great time to plant them. Obviously, if your ground's frozen, hopefully it's not now. Just wait until it's not frozen. They like a sunny spot. They like a well-drained soil. They will certainly tolerate poor soil, so don't worry if your soil condition isn't that great. But they're also a magnet for bees and butterflies. But think about the scent as you walk down that path, that wonderful fragrance, which is just... It is pretty amazing, actually, lavender. Love, love, love it. And it is a buy one, get one free today for just £3.99. 510 319. One of the most glorious plants at this time of year, and it's been one of the true favourites, is our Calicarpa Profusion Beauty Berry. So this is a wonderful plant. Right now, it will have lost its leaves. So when it arrives to you, it will have the berries on, but will not have its leaves. And that's actually, for me, when it looks the most magical. But you'll also get the flowers in the summertime as well. These lovely, quite unusual little dainty flowers that will turn into these almost like metallic berries. So it can grow quite big if you let it. So it can grow up to about 180, about 120. Flowers, say in the summertime, but right now in December, this is when it looks its most magical. Covered in these metallic berries. It does love a sunny spot. It's fine in part sun as well. And I just can imagine what this is going to look like as it gets bigger, as it gets more and more berries. I would even be tempted to put some little lights around that as well. And it's 510525. Does come in a 3 litre pot, which is a purple pot, so it would make an absolutely fantastic gift as well. Now we have got a price reduction coming up next. and it is our hardy fern. Hang on, I've got my hand in my left the wrong way around there. It's our hardy fern collection. There we go. So you're going to get 6 hardy ferns, fully winter hardy. They are predominantly evergreen. One of them is semi-evergreen, so it depends where you live, but they are predominantly hardy ferns. You get 6 plugs for just £6.99. Works out just over £1 a plant. Size-wise, they will grow anything up to 50 centimetres to a metre, and obviously you've got all the names on the packaging, so you know which one is which, but these are brilliant at filling in gaps in shady areas, preventing weeds coming through, and just giving you all-round interest. I love ferns, and so you've got 6 amazing varieties. We've just brought the price down. That's the first time you've seen it on the show at £6.99. An amazing deal on that one, 480975. Now the Birdseed has been popular today. This is the deluxe Birdseed. So you've got a mix of 14 different seeds, and the reason you've got such a mix is so it will attract lots of different varieties of birds with different sized beaks, of course. But also you have got in there the suet to give them extra energy in wintertime, and you've got the raisins, but there are no fillers in there. So don't think, a lot of bird seeds have got a lot of fillers in there. This one hasn't. So no germinating wheat seed filler, none of that, just all quality seeds, and the suet and the raisins as well. That is a premium mix that we're very, very proud of here at YouGarden. $32.99. You will of course get free postage on it. Weighs 12.75 kilos, but you will get free postage if you use the code YGTV49. That is the code to use to get your free postage and all the special offers on today's show. Now we've also got an offer on our Mexican lime. These will produce proper limes, so proper sized limes like that. Now it is a little bit tender, so keep it inside over the winter months and it'll have a bit of a rest. But in summertime, you can put that outside. Obviously, it's great in a conservatory, an orangery, something like that. And over the years, it will start to produce more and more limes. It is gorgeous. And do you know, the fragrance of those leaves is absolutely amazing. We have got a very special offer on that today. So it's $9.99 postage included, or you can double up and go for 2 for £14.98. 340080 is your item number. Then something really quite unusual, and this is the bromeliad. It looks almost like a grass, but look at the flowers that this produces. It is amazing. Now I did have this in my last garden and it was great at producing little babies, but mine never flowered. I've realised I had it in too much of a shady spot, so it would do its best in a sunny position. That's when you're going to get more flowers, definitely. But isn't that extraordinary? So if you've maybe got an area of your garden that's a little bit tropical, a little bit Mediterranean, that could be a wonderful addition. And that's down by £10 today, and postage is included, $560,100. Then also we have got an offer on our pink pampas grass today. Pampas grasses are magical, aren't they? They are known to be the queen of grasses because of their size. And over a period of time, the grasses on here, the flowers I should say, could grow to about 2 meters in terms of height. And the spread of this could be way in excess of a meter. So make sure you plant it in a big space where it's going to really thrive. It loves full sun as well. But what makes this one really special is, of course, the color. This phenomenal, extraordinary pink. And I know previously we did a pack of 3 of those, and a lot of you said, oh, I love it, but I don't need 3. So we are doing the single one today with postage included. Fully winter hardy, that one as well, so fully winter hardy. Can't get my teeth in today, can I? Honestly, I will put my teeth in properly. Then we've got the gardenia, which is on another double up deal today. Now, I used to love having gardenias as houseplants because of the fragrance and the lovely glossy leaves, but this variety has been grown to be fully winter hardy. Down to about -10 actually, so fully winter hardy. So it'll keep all of its leaves, you'll have that gorgeous glossy foliage, But in the summertime, it will produce these divine flowers. And don't forget, with gardenia, it's all about that intoxicating fragrance. The scent that these produce is absolutely magical. And we are doing an extra special deal on this today, one for £12.99, or if you double up, you can go for two for £14.98. 510 530 is your item number. But we are back with Bex. It was funny, last week you couldn't get your teeth in, could you? It's my turn today. I was so smug last week,
he was really smug.
Tripping off the tongue. I was like, da 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 da. Bex was like, and then this week it's me, isn't it? Anyway.
We'll take it in turns, it's fine.
I think they're in now. There we go. Right, so we have got an amazing deal on our planter with the bird trellis. So you've got £3 off, but it's also a buy one get one free.
But it's a buy one get one free as well.
So two for £5.99.
£3 each.
Yeah.
£3 each.
And they're really pretty, these. I think they're really attractive.
I think they're lovely. They've got a lovely kind of brushed kind of metal. Do you think it's a metallic finish?
I think so.
It is. It's beautiful,
yeah,
isn't it?
I think it is.
And you've got the trellis bit that's going over here as well. So actually, these can be used for. You can put climbing plants in here as well. You know, like we do
some of those small varieties.
We do the small.
I'm thinking. Amethyst Falls.
Yes, that's exact. No, not Amethyst Falls. That's too big.
Too big for this.
That's too big.
I tell you what would be nice. You know, some of this we do the Patio Perfect sweet peas.
Patio Perfect sweet peas or the Boulevard Clematis.
Oh no, yes.
That's the one I was thinking of.
Yes.
It's the Boulevard Clematis because it's a smaller variety. So that would work beautifully in here as well.
But to be honest,
I don't want to cover this up.
No, I like it just as a decorative trellis. That does come out, by the way. So if you just want to use it as a pot, you could. But I think it looks really nice with the trellis. And we were saying, with your free bulbs today, the Tet Boule, you get 15 of those. Plant these up with your bulbs and they'd look amazing.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think if you can place a couple of orders, maybe you're placing an order for your compost because it's free, you know, it's postage included on there. Put the code in YGTV49 and get those. Then place another order, adding these in and whatever else.
Yeah.
You'll get another bag of these as long as you enter the code YGTV49. And then you've got two planters because I think you'd put 15 bulbs into one of these because they're the miniature variety. But then you've got another bag to put into the other planter.
But do you know, even if you include your postage, and we always say if you spend over £30 you get free postage.
Yes,
but
you do.
If you don't want to do that today, if you just bought these, even with your postage, you're still only talking £11.
£11, yeah, that's it.
And you're going to get your free bulbs. And what you've ended up with 4 of the bird trellis and 2 lots of bulbs.
Brilliant.
Great shopping.
Yeah, really, really clever.
But if you've got any bulbs left, plant them in these. They're going to look gorgeous. That would make a lovely Mother's Day gift, wouldn't it?
Beautiful. I mean, if you've got some of the
Really
tulips,
would.
the Angel's Wish from
last
our
week.
from last week, they would look great in here.
Do you know what I found in my mum's kitchen cupboard this week?
Go on, what?
I was in my mum's cupboard rummaging for Bakewell slice as it happened.
Oh, nice.
Even though my mum said that I've put weight on. Just as I was about to get the Bakewell slice, I was like, oh, shit. And so Mum said,
Mums are good for that.
Mum said, are you sure you put a bit of weight on and Christmas is coming? I was like, but I still like the Bakewell slice. Anyway, the point of this story is, I found 2 bags of crocus bulbs.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Those would be great.
That's what I'm thinking.
Get them planted.
And I know it's a little bit late for crocuses, but I know they'll be fine.
No, they will. They will be fine. They might come up just a little bit later than normal, but they will be fine.
So if you've got any... I did find the Bakewell slice, by the way, and I did eat it, and it was delicious. But honestly, any bulbs you've got lying around, use your planters to plant them in, and they'll be wonderful. I think these are just really attractive, don't you?
Yeah, I agree. I think they're really pretty.
Do you think because they are flying today, they're pretty good. I'll be honest, they are pretty good here.
This is the beautiful thing about shopping, first of all with YouGarden, but second of all at this time of year for gardening related things, because you can get some proper bargains, you know. We are clearing stuff out, we're making space for the new year, so it's just like you can get some real bargains basically.
But loads of you ordering those today, 2 for £5.99, so you got £3 off and you get 1 free, so you get 2 for £5.99 and you will get your free Tet Boule bulbs with every separate order.
You went right northern then, Boule bulbs.
Your free Boule bulbs with every order.
I love it when you go a bit northern.
Right, Bex, what's up next, love?
I think we're going over... Oh no, we're going in the middle. Rose. Rose patio standards.
I am from Yorkshire, by the way. But I moved when I was 19 to go to college.
It's not there loads, but sometimes it just comes out. See, my dad's from Birmingham, but hasn't lived there for, I don't know, 50 years. But just every now and then you hear this little bit of Brummie come out.
To be honest, I wish I'd not lost my northern accent. I love the northern accent. I love accents.
You can bring it out. Have a drink.
Oh yeah, when I've had a few drinks. But when I go back to York, I do get a bit more northern.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I've just lost.
I'm Lincolnshire. I'm a Lincolnshire girl, so I come out with things like.
I don't think you've got that much of an accent.
I haven't got much of an accent, no. But sometimes I'll say something like "it be reet," because that's a bit of a Lincolnshire thing.
I've got too many pots in.
It be reet.
It be right.
It'll be all right. Exit. It be reet.
I love the fact in Yorkshire people call everyone love a lot.
Love.
Yeah.
Well, my husband's from Nottingham, and they call everybody Duck.
Duck. I like Duck as well.
All right, me Duck.
Me Duck. Anyway.
Moving on. Rose Patio Standard Collection.
Yes.
Now this is, it's fantastic, it's
Amazing.
beautiful, but first of all, check out the price and check out the saving. This is probably the biggest saving that you can get on the show with this particular collection here.
It's £50.
It's amazing, it really, really is, but it's what's created from this. Because at the moment, Stuart, our head of technical, always calls these the witch's broomsticks, which I think is hilarious, because they do, I mean, you could turn those into a witch's broomstick, couldn't you? But these
yeah, that's funny, yes.
These are absolutely stunning. These are going to give you some of the best displays. I got this collection. You can see there's 4 of them there. You get 4 different colours. You get the red, yellow, pink and the white. I was so blown away by what these turned into within the first year.
So you weren't waiting 2 or 3 years. So that was the first year planting?
First year. So
wow.
They looked like this in my hand, and that's what they turned into.
And that was
quite early in the season.
You had hundreds of buds and flowers.
Hundreds and hundreds. Look at how many flowers, but look at how many buds. And it just kept flowering, kept flowering, kept flowering. Honestly, all 4 of them gave me such amazing displays. I'm so annoyed at myself because I only took a few videos. I keep going back through my phone to see if I can find any more. Yeah. But they were absolutely beautiful, and that is first year. So I think that video was around sort of May, maybe early June time. Honestly, and that's the display that I got from each of them: the red, the pink, the white, and the yellow.
Now, in summertime, we could easily sell one of these in a pot for $29.96 easily.
So easily.
More, I would say. You know, if it looks like beex covered in flowers and buds in a pot. But the really smart thing to do is to buy it today as a bare root. That's the gardener's way.
It is.
I buy more bare roots now than I ever did because I've learned. Because they're so easy to grow. They're really affordable.
And they're so easy to plant as well. Like, I think people are put off sometimes by bare roots because they're like, oh, it's too tricky, it's too complicated. But literally, if you can take a plant in a pot, and you can plant that into your garden, you can plant bare roots into your garden. It's the same process, pretty much. All you're going to do is unwrap these. So take the cling wrap off and then soak it. Soak it for a couple of hours. You can soak overnight if you want to. It sort of just wakes it up a little bit because they're dormant at the moment, they're fast asleep, and then you'll plant it out. We think that these lend themselves to being a pot plant.
I think so.
You could plant them out into borders and things if you wanted to, but we very much think that these are a pot plant. And then you just plant it out, water it in, and you will be blown away, as I was, with the display that you will get next year. Literally within the first year you'll get it.
There is one product that we do sell on our website.
I get it.
Mycorrhizal, that we really highly recommend. I'm not going to say you definitely need it.
No.
You don't. But it does make a big difference in terms of root development. It does. And you see it's got the RHS approval on it as well. It is mycorrhizal, and it's basically a fungi that helps create that secondary root growth in a lot shorter period of time. Yeah. And actually, I've started to use that more and more, and you have too.
Me too, yeah. It really definitely, it really helps them. Just gives them a helping hand, basically.
It's only a little sprinkle, so if you do want to add that to your order, if you're planting lots of things, I'd love you to try it. It's only about the last year that we've started using it. I was a bit, I'm not going to say old-fashioned, but I always was a bit traditional, like your bone meal, your blood, fish and bone, and they're still great, don't get me wrong. But that's really good, and if you look online, it's got some incredible reviews, and the research that is put against mycorrhizal is fantastic.
Yeah, and that's a really good size as well. That will last you a good while, because you only need a tiny sprinkling into each pot.
But you don't have to buy it but it does really help and it does make a difference. But do use our premium professional compost. You've selected a pot, haven't you?
I have selected
Like
a pot. This is one of my favourite pots, the Diablo. I adore this one. We've got a great deal on the Diablo pot for you as well. It's just so beautiful, and I think that you've got to use your imagination. Imagine that beautifully, filled out with all the flowers and everything as well. I think it's the perfect size. I know, Susan, there's something going on with the price.
No, I'll just be honest.
Wow, okay. We both missed that. We
all missed that because we prepared the show earlier. And you'll appreciate there's a lot of products on the show. But we didn't realise there was going to be a double up. That again is... Hang on.
We brought these at $11.99 previously for one. And that was what we were doing, and that was a great deal.
Yeah, but they're normally 20...
But we've now added in a double-up deal where you can get 2 of these for $14.99. So that's £7.50 each.
Now, we do various promotions at different times of the year, but that is the price that we have obviously sold one of these for.
Yeah. Yeah.
$18.99 for one. We are doing 2 for $14.99 today.
I know.
Right, do you know what, Bex?
£7.50. So if you're going for that along with your rose patio collection, you need to get 4 of them, obviously, in order for your rose patio collection. So we can add those in. Yeah, there we go. Wow, and they're $14.99 for a pair.
So
£7.50 each.
Wow.
Okay, great.
Wow.
Great. And that is definitely one of my favourites on the show. I think the look of it is really, really pretty. And the other important thing here is that they are the right depth for your roses as well.
They like depth, don't they?
You definitely want depth here, but also I'm just having learnt, and it's my holly standards that I've got in shallower pots, and they just keep blowing over.
So
when it gets a bit
annoying,
windy, they keep blowing over, and it's really annoying. So you do want a slightly deeper pot when it comes to standards. So that one I think is perfect.
Grab those pots. We're not acting here. We genuinely did not know.
I didn't, honestly. We'd all missed that on the prep. Whoops.
And we've said it a few times this morning, but actually what we're learning, because December, we're not going to lie to you and say, oh, December's our busiest month gardening-wise, you know.
No, it's not. Yeah.
It's not. It's not going to be. But gardening is a 12-month hobby.
Yeah.
There are things you can do every single month, and we're really keen to keep the shows going. And actually, last week, we're even busier than we had been in some of the October, November shows. So we're bringing the right products, but we're also doing some amazing deals, obviously. We want you to keep shopping with us even in December and take advantage of that. They're amazing. I nearly bought them last week, you know. And
I'm glad you didn't.
Because we didn't have the double-up deal. So 2 for $14.99. Let us know if you're buying those today. Let us know if anyone's going for 4 and going for those standard roses as well.
Yeah, please.
They're lovely, aren't they?
Yeah, really, really nice. Like those a lot.
They just look so...
It's a bit like the henricks, the jimmies, you know?
Yeah.
Even if you don't know what you're going to do with them yet, the fact that you've got this amazing deal on here, I think it's worth just getting hold of these, because you're always going to use them for something.
That is amazing, isn't it? When my voice goes really high, it's because I'm generally...
Oh, Barbara's roses. Her standards arrived yesterday. Oh, and she's put them in the boxwood planters, but she wants the Diablo.
Though,
the boxwoods are nice. I've got them here.
Those. I've got these. My mum's
these would work beautifully for your standards as well.
But now she wants the Diablo.
I get it, Barbara. Get them anyway. You'll use them for something.
You will.
You will.
And actually, when your roses outgrow those pots, then you've got these too.
Then you can put them in there, and then use your boxwoods for something else.
Yeah. And Barbara, even if you planted your roses, it's not too... You can do...
You can move them over.
You can now, because they won't have settled in, obviously, in the last few days. It's going to take the whole of winter. Anyway, really busy. Thank you so much. And if you've got any comments, any questions, if you just want to say hi to myself and Bex, we'd love to hear from you. By the way, if you want to follow us on social media, because that's something we do quite a lot of now. It's very easy to do. We both post fairly regularly, don't we? Fairly regularly.
Yeah. I've got to get back on it. I've slowed down a bit, but I will. I'll do some more.
But we always tell you what's coming up on the shows. You get to see our gardens. You get to see what we're doing. Then you can follow us on our social media. And shall we do ladies first?
Yeah, sure.
I think so.
I'll do that. I am Rebecca Bex Edwards. Look at that, he's on it. On Facebook, as you can see there. And if you want to go onto Instagram, I'm Bex Edwards, My Garden. Yeah.
But we'll always
Come and see me.
promote the shows, tell you what's happening. Obviously, you can follow everything on the YouGarden website as well. And I'm Shaun Ryan, presenter and plant man.
There he
and
is.
again, you'll find out. We've got QVC shows coming up next year, so we'll be able to tell you what's happening with QVC as well.
We'll try and keep you up to date. If anything's changing with the shows or anything that's coming up, we will do our best to post stuff on there. You can obviously always follow the YouGarden social medias and things as well.
Which is really good.
It's really good, yeah. They plant all sorts of... They plant tips.
Share?
They share tips.
Yeah. And also, we should mention, on the YouGarden website, there's lots of more content appearing. So,
that video Stu showed us this morning. You with your hedging, that's beautiful.
Yeah, well, we sell hedging.
It's really good.
Thank you.
Really good.
But we're trying to... I'm really impressed with the content on the YouGarden website in terms of product information, description, planting tips, but not everyone likes to read. So we're actually putting more and more little videos that'll just tell you about the plants and what to do with them. And
hopefully it's helpful. I mean, if you're having a look at them, do let us know what you think.
Yes, and we're both putting those on regularly, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yes, and our head gardener as well. Yeah, Peter McDermott. He's put some on there as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. And his are really good.
I know.
Yeah.
Got
They're
a lot
all
to live
good.
up to, haven't we?
So anyway...
As deputy head gardeners.
Yes, we're deputies. Right, we've got a stunning...
Okay, well, we've got a couple... We've got 3 different types of cordylines. We're only showing you one today. We'll bring the others in tomorrow and on Sunday.
So we've got the can tomorrow, haven't we?
Yeah, and what's the other one?
Is the red...
Charlie Boy,
yeah,
that's the other
red one.
If you're interested in cordylines, by the way, by all means go onto our website. If you go onto our show page, there's a whole great big list there of all the products that we've got for our shows. But this is the one that we're talking about today.
Now, I do know my cordylines. I've got many in my garden. The price on this one is extraordinary today at $14.99, as is the colour. And you very rarely see the Southern Splendour in the garden centres.
I know.
Look at that.
You often see the green ones,
Yeah,
don't
you do.
But you just don't see these lovely burgundy, pinky red coloured ones. It is absolutely stunning. And with cordylines, what it gives you is kind of a tropical feel. It definitely gives you architecture. It gives you structure. It balances. Like you can see
like that.
With the other kinds of foliage, the rounder, softer kind of foliage that you get in your garden, you get this beautiful contrast. But for me, it's the colours on this one. That variegation, that bright kind of pinky margins that you're getting on here is really stand out. And on a bright sunny day, winter or summer, that's going to really, really stand out in your garden. And obviously, you're getting evergreen. You're getting something that looks great all year round with your cordylines.
That looks amazing.
Doesn't it?
And the
really
price
eye-catching.
today. Now, again, do bear in mind, I know a lot of you are club members. With 10% off, that's now $13.50, and you'll get your free bulbs as well.
Yeah. Absolutely.
We've got some really good deals today, haven't we? No wonder we're busy. I'm not being funny. We've got some really good savings.
It's a good week, isn't it?
Yeah, really good week.
Have you got your list going yet, Shaun? Do you know what you're buying this week? There's rarely a week that goes by where you don't place an order, isn't there?
I'm actually tempted with the cordline. I have got quite a few cordlines, but they're just so good.
Yeah.
And I've got loads of space still in my garden. I'd like to buy the birdseed.
Me too. Yeah, I'm doing that.
And I'm thinking I could even share a bit of that with some friends.
Oh, we've got so much more to show you. There's loads more coming up.
Oh, honestly, there's loads. I'm going to buy some more hellebores.
Are you?
Yeah.
More hellebores?
Yeah.
You bought loads of hellebores already.
Our house is going to look so festive. Because I've worked out we're doing something most days over Christmas. We're doing loads of entertaining, so I'm determined it's going to look amazing.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. What about you anyway? What you got your eye on?
I actually quite like the amaryllis. I also love the mahonia.
We've got to buy those.
I definitely like the pots.
I'm going to say I've got to get those today.
And the birdseed so far.
Actually, Mum, if you're watching, let me know if you want the pots as well. It's my mum's birthday in a couple of weeks. No, not in a couple of weeks. It's on Monday.
Oh, there you go.
She should know what she wants.
It's your birthday soon as well, isn't it?
2 weeks today.
2 weeks. Oh, today?
2 weeks today, yeah.
Ah, we'll be here on your birthday.
I know. But I don't mind that.
That's fun. I always work my birthday.
I'm really happy to be
It's much more fun to be at work on your birthday.
I'm not 21 anymore, so I'm not... I mean.
Well, what are you going to do for it? Just sit at home? Like, ooh,
No.
bored.
I'll tell you what I'm doing on the night of my birthday. We have got at our pub, as some of you know, me and my other half, Joe, we've got a pub. We've got an ABBA night. It's a live singer singing all of ABBA.
No way!
Yay!
That's awesome.
So that's quite good, isn't it?
That's
awesome. So I'll be with you, lovely people, and Bex and Stu, everyone here on my actual birthday during the day.
And then dancing to ABBA in the evening.
Yeah. Do my dad dancing, Bex.
Yeah, I love your dad dancing.
Yeah, a bit of dad dancing.
He did some dad dancing this morning. I should have got it on video for you.
It really was dad dancing, wasn't it?
Should we talk about amaryllis?
Yeah, because this has actually got postage included. So again, if you want to be crafty, if maybe you've placed an order already thinking, oh, I'd like an amaryllis, you can buy this, because we're going to give you postage included on the show, and you still get your free bulbs. So even if you already placed an order thinking, oh, amaryllis, just use the code YGTV429. Now, I must admit, I have got a very soft spot for amaryllis because my mum used to grow one every single year when I was a child. And I was fascinated.
Yeah.
You know, as a child, I mean, they do grow big, but when I was only this high, you know, the amaryllis.
Giant.
It was like this amazing giant plant. But the flowers are extraordinary.
They really are.
Oh,
Look at them. It's got a very deep kind of red to it, hasn't it? It's almost poinsettia red colour that you get from the amaryllis. And you know how much I love a poinsettia. Now, they are absolutely stunning.
It's on the show next week. You're going to have to backtrack.
I know, I really am, aren't I? Now, it's a large bulb, so you are going to hopefully be able to get sort of, good 3 or 4, beautiful blazing blooms from this one bulb. And we were talking previously when we brought amaryllis to you how, it can get bigger and better. You can get it to reflower. There's a few little things that you've got to do to it, but you should be able to get it to reflower.
Now, I'm not going to take this out of the packaging, but they are big bulbs.
They are big.
You want to plant it so about a third is above the compost.
Yeah.
That is really important. Don't plant it like normal bulbs underground. You plant it so about a third is showing above the compost. And only water around the edge. Don't water directly on the bulb.
That's it.
Nice sunny spot. I always think with amaryllis, as the stems appear, and you might, as you were saying, Bex, with it being a big bulb, you might actually get 2 stems.
Yeah, you should. Yeah. I mean, you should get multiple stems.
Yeah.
I don't think you'll get just 1. You should get, 2, maybe 3. If you're lucky, maybe 4. Who knows? But I'm going to suggest you'll get more than 1.
Yes. You might only get 1, but we think, being a large bulb,
I think because it's a large bulb.
I think you'll get 1 either side, and each stem will bear 4 flowers plus. You may get, the most I ever got was 7 flowers on 1 stem. But a lot of people grow these at Christmas time and have them flowering in the new year. But you can, as we said, get them to reflower. Yeah. I'll be honest, I've only done that a few times. It's not tricky, I'm just lazy. And a lot of people, I almost finish flowering, they think, oh, that's done. But just chop the stems off. Then keep feeding and watering all the way through spring and summer. You can even put it outside.
You can put it outside during the summer, yeah.
And then when autumn comes, bring it inside and stop feeding, stop watering.
Don't you want to put it in the dark as well?
Dark,
you have to put it somewhere dark for a little while.
Yeah, and then the leaves will die down, and then hopefully after several weeks it will start to produce the stems and the flowers again. Do you know what?
I'm going to try it.
Yeah,
I'm going to try it because I have grown amaryllis before, but I've done what other people. It's done. Get rid.
Yeah.
But I'm actually going to try it this year. I'm going to try it and get it to come and see if I can get it to come back next year.
My friend Matt is a good gardener. Actually, is Matt, and he's had an amaryllis bulb for years, and it's really big now.
Really?
Yeah, and he does get it to flower.
Does he get loads of flowers?
Yeah, it gets as the bulb gets bigger, you will get more stems.
Oh yeah, I'm going to give it a go.
It's really good with them.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that's a great one if you want to get your free bulbs and you just want to get, a separate order and you want to get a couple of packets of your free bulbs. I think that's a lovely present to get.
It really is. But a lot of fun growing the amaryllis.
Yeah.
Right, ceanothus is next. Like this one.
I adore. Well, we do. We all adore ceanothus. You haven't got ceanothus, have you? This is the one we're talking about. You need to get ceanothus in your garden because we do think that every garden should have a ceanothus.
Actually, yeah, you're right.
Because when it comes to spring displays, this is the one. This is the one that really stands out. Around April time, that's when. I mean, you've got this lovely glossy green foliage on here. It's got the really deep kind of veining on there as well. It's really interesting all year round because of that. But when it's in bloom, oh my word.
Bex, I pulled my confused face there. I don't know if you saw. Look at the price.
I know. In a 2 litre pot. Right, a 2-litre pot.
Seriously?
That's the size that we're talking about here. We're just double checking the price because sometimes we have gremlins and glitches. But that's a really big.
So
there
it
you go.
should, yeah, on the
Should
website
be
it's $12.99.
$12.99.
Using our code, it's $6.99. Right, today's the day
This
to
is
buy
why,
one of them, isn't it?
But this is why it's so important to always enter that code, because if you don't enter that code, you'll be paying $12.99 for that, which is still a great price. But you don't want to pay $12.99; you want to pay $6.99. So put that code in. Yes, this is absolutely fantastic. The display that you get from this when those flowers appear, it's the most stunning one. That is not mine. That is my mum and dad's ceanothus.
Wow,
I took that video
Bex.
earlier on this year in their garden. I'll have to do more videos from their garden because my mum's such a keen gardener. She absolutely adores it.
That.
Now that, and my dad was telling me he reckons it's 3 or 4 years old.
Is that all? It looks more mature than that.
It looks more mature. He reckons it was 3 or 4. I think it's more like 4 years old. But that is the kind of display that you can get. And by the way, I was standing. You know, that's my height. That's how big it has got. So I was just standing videoing like that, so you can see that the height that's got.
Why have I not got a ceanothus?
They are so beautiful, and it just gets absolutely covered in those flowers. You can barely see the foliage underneath the flowers, and it is the standout, shrub in your garden at that time of year.
Well, it's often called the Californian lilac because of its colour. It is fully winter hardy.
Yes.
Loves a sunny spot.
Loves a sunny spot,
But it
copes
will-
with part
I'm gonna say
shade.
it'll cope with part
cope with
shade.
part shade, not a problem. Has the Royal Horticultural Society Award of Garden Merit as well. Honestly, this one's so easy to grow. If you are a beginner gardener, busy gardener, if you just want something beautiful in your garden that's going to give you spring displays but also have lovely, luscious evergreen, this is a great one.
That is such a good price as well.
It's good, isn't it?
Haven't we got... Let us know what you think about prices today, because I think you'll agree. We have
Yeah,
got...
we've got some really good ones.
Yeah. But we wanted to make the December shows that extra bit special. We really thank so many of you from ordering from us today. That is down to $6.99. You do need to use the code to get some of these special offers, don't forget.
You can see how big it is, because you can see the trellis. That's the trellis on top of the fence.
Is that a 6-foot trellis, 5 foot?
It'd be a 5 foot, 5 foot fence with the trellis on top. So yeah,
Wow.
we're looking at 6 foot height on that. It's beautiful, isn't
Has
it?
your mum got a big garden, mate?
Yeah, she's got a lovely big garden.
Yeah.
It's a lovely big garden. I wish. Actually,
Yours is big, though.
yeah, hers is bigger.
Wow.
What didn't you tell us, Stu?
So that is down to $6.99. So many price reductions today.
It sounds like we've got another surprise. Another surprise price on here.
So we have got coming up next a great little Christmas gift, a great stocking filler, which is our mushroom growing kit. Apparently, it...
No way! It's $6.99.
I'm actually really pleased I didn't buy this, because again, it's been like, because you've bought one and Stu has bought one. I had a technical, and I've kind of been thinking, shall I, shan't I? But today it is down to the best price ever, $6.99. What a great little Christmas gift this would be. If you've got kids, grandkids, nieces, nephews, I just think this as a little Christmas gift, something a bit different, a bit quirky, something you're going to talk about, is superb. You've been growing yours. Hey, even from Sunday.
Oh my word.
You've got more.
This is the kit that I brought on Sunday. If you were watching on Sunday, let's take the lid off, shall we?
So
if you were watching on Sunday, I showed this to you, and look at the size
You got
of
loads
these
more.
mushrooms now. Look how big they are. In fact, they need picking. Should we pick one?
I think that one's ready, isn't it?
I think these two are ready. So
And you've got more coming, obviously, as well.
There's loads more coming around the edges. It's going to fill out. Honestly, this is all going to fill out. This is sort of beginning stages. So to pick, what we do is... I haven't picked one yet. I'm so excited. We get hold of it and we pull and twist. And there's my first mushroom.
Yay!
Do you want to pick the other one, Shaun?
So
Pull and twist.
Yay!
So I now have two
that's so cool.
amazing mushrooms that I am going to be able to... Oh, they smell good too. Smell the mushrooms.
They smell really fresh.
They smell so fresh.
No, what is lovely, and I've never grown mushrooms. I'm not going to lie to you, I've never grown mushrooms. But everything is in the kit.
It is.
So
it's
you
all
don't
included.
need to buy anything else. As a stocking filler, if you're a grandparent, an auntie, an uncle, whatever, or a Secret Santa at work.
Oh, so, I mean, it's $6.99. That's a Secret Santa gift, isn't it?
it?
So that's how it comes to you. You've got the sleeve on here, so everything just pushes out like this. And then inside there is an instruction leaflet in there as well, so you don't have to remember any of this. But there's your colonised compost. There's your topsoil. You want to wait. You want to put it somewhere warm. It will get all this white stuff going in there. That's the mycelium. Then you're going to soak this bag, poke loads of holes in it, soak it in water, put the topsoil on, put the lid on top, which comes with it. It's just sitting inside it there. Put it somewhere warm and light, and you will get what I have got, which is actual mushrooms growing. And this is about, I think we're into week 4 now. This is how quick you get those results going.
So that's another great reason to buy it as a Christmas gift, because children can be a bit impatient, adults can be impatient, but you're only having to wait a few weeks till you actually get to pick your very own mushrooms. Have you noticed as well at home, postage is included? So even if you've already placed an order, or you just want to go for this right now, £6.99 postage included, and you will get your free bulbs. Hey Bex, think about this. You're going to get your free bulbs worth £9.99.
Yeah.
And yet you're only paying £6.99 for that.
I know.
That is a must today. And these are all the new ones coming.
Yeah, you can sort of see. So they start growing around the edges, and then it'll start filling out into the centre as well.
And you can get up to 3 crops, is that right?
That's right, yeah. So where we've just picked those mushrooms from, another one will grow in its place. So you can get up to 3 crops from here. So over the next few weeks, I'm going to get so many mushrooms from this. I can't wait for it all to start filling out. And I do keep posting, by the way, on my Instagram stories. I just take a picture every now and then and post it on there. So if you want to track my progress, come and join me so you can track the progress.
And the bigger one is $11.99. Can I just check, is postage definitely included on the smaller kit? It is. That's weird. That's great.
Love it.
So cool.
Love it.
So you can go for the big one, but you will pay postage on the large one.
Just thinking who I can buy that for now. Who can I buy that for? I need to buy that for people.
Do you know what? I'm going to some friends for Christmas dinner, and I'm going to buy. I don't. It's a lady called Vicky, and she kills everything. She reckons.
Oh, yeah.
But she does.
I met her at the
but she
club.
does it. She's a joke. But
no, I love her. She's brilliant.
But I'm going to buy it because she'll be so freaked out by it. She'll be like, "What will I do with this?"
What's that? Read the instructions.
Yeah.
Very simple.
I think that's a great. But on a serious note, I'm very grateful that my grandma got me into gardening. My mum did. And if you're just trying to get the kids a little bit more educated, trying to get them into gardening, that first step, they're going to love that.
They will absolutely adore it. Yeah. And you've got the 2 options. Remember, you can go for this kit, or you can go for the larger one that's on the screen at the moment. Just 7.5 litre. It's up to you.
But I think the smaller kit is going to fly today. $6.99 with free delivery as well. Now I'm very excited about this Mahonia coming out.
Yeah.
Because I had a Mahonia in my last garden. I'm not being funny, it nearly killed me. When I say nearly killed me, it was so spiky.
Spiny, wasn't it?
Yeah, and it was at the back of the border. But the worst thing was, when it dropped its leaves, even when they were really dry and brown and old, they were still really spiky and hard to pick up. This is a Mahonia that isn't spiky.
That's exactly right. Yeah, it's the first spine-free and compact Mahonia, because Mahonia can get quite big, can't it?
Yeah, but really, it can be lethal. I don't want to say lethal. I don't know if it over-egg it. But no, it can really
they can be quite spiky, can't they? Well, this one is spine-free and it's lovely and compact. We're talking about 1 metre by 1 metre as far as the growth is concerned on here. But you've got the lovely evergreen foliage on here. Love that. But then August, September, October time, look at those beautiful kind of sprays of butter yellow flowers that you get on there, which, by the way, are followed by blue coloured berries that are going to attract the birds in the colder months, because it flowers August, September, October, and then the berries come. So this is another great way of feeding those birds in your plant. And it's just a great compact version of that really familiar kind of border plant that we have. Excellent to put in a container because of its nice compact growth. It will look fantastic in a container. But
if you've always wanted a Mahonia but been put off by its very spiky nature and the fact that they can grow huge, You're saying a lot more compact.
A lot more compact, yeah. You know, a metre by a metre. So we're talking 3-4 feet, sort of height and spread here. So you could put it into a border quite happily. Obviously, bear in mind how big it's going to get as to where you're going to place it. But I just think in a container, this would look absolutely beautiful. Has the Royal Horticultural Society Perfect for Pollinators badge? Obviously, bees and butterflies are going to be attracted by those gorgeous flowers. And then once they fade, sort of October, November time, the berries come and the birds will be attracted. So really is going to bring a lot of movement, a lot of wildlife into your garden.
I was, last month, I was at one of my garden club meetings and we had a gentleman there talking about plant breeding, actually. It was fascinating. And he opened up the question to the group. So why do we breed different varieties? And there are many, many reasons, but you can completely see why this has been bred, because so many people love mahonias, but they hate that spiky nature and they hate the fact that they can be so huge in terms of their size. But to have all the benefits of the mahonia, but without the spikiness, and the fact that it is called soft caress, it is exactly that.
Yeah, it's lovely, isn't it?
I think it's lovely, and it is more compact.
And the foliage is quite lovely. It's got a ferny type appearance to it as well, which I really enjoy. And it is, it's winter hardy, so it comes to you with our lifetime guarantee as well. Fully winter hardy, this one.
That's really special, that one, isn't it?
It's good.
Yeah, I like that a lot. So that's the Mahonia Soft Caress, just $19.99.
Previous Plant of the Year winner at that big flower show as well, by the way. Am I allowed to say the name? Chelsea. Yeah. I'm not allowed.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's true.
Yeah.
Previous Plant of the Year winner, and that is a big accolade to win that there. That's amazing.
By the way, thank you to everyone that's watching today. Loads of you on YouTube and Facebook, and of course on the YouGarden website. We are live till 1 o'clock today. We are back tomorrow 10 to 1.
Yeah.
And then we have got our live show Sunday, which is 10 till 2. So we are continuing with the live shows for most of December, actually.
Most of December, yeah. Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve are Sundays, so there will still be something for you to watch, but we are going to take that time off. So we're going to pre-record some shows, but you can still tune in if you love your Sunday gardening shows.
Or you can stream them later.
Watch them whenever you like.
Are we going to wear Christmas outfits for those shows?
I'm thinking we should.
They'll have to be something warm.
I think we should, even if it's just a Christmas hat. I've got a great little headband I can put on for you.
Lovely. Yeah, I look great in a headband.
Or a Christmas jumper.
A Christmas jumper, I'm thinking.
All right, you can do Christmas jumper.
Yeah, I'm going to do a Christmas jumper.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah, nice Christmas hat maybe. Anyway, we've got the Nandina for you as well.
Yeah.
Just quickly, I know lots of you have already ordered this. It is down to $12.99. It's the Nandina Obsessed Sacred Bamboo. We've had a few cold snaps and it's warming up again now, or next week it looks a lot nicer. But because it's been cold, this is really starting to change colour.
Yeah, it's really starting to. You're getting the lovely kind of burgundies and pinks and reds on there. During the the warmer months, you get these lovely kind of limey green, light-coloured leaves on here, and then it turns this gorgeous kind of olive green. But then, because of the colder temperatures, you get the bright reds going on, and you get a mixture of those colours on the plant all at the same time, which is fantastic. It is evergreen. The leaves don't drop. They just have this amazing colour-changing thing that happens with the changing temperatures that happen. Really, really hardy plant. Absolutely fully winter hardy. Tough as old boots, as our Peter would say, our head gardener. Easy to grow, definitely. You can have it in a border quite happily. I think it'd be great to put in a border because of it being evergreen, but it's also lovely as a kind of feature in a pot. I've got mine in a pot. I think I've got the firepower. I've got firepower, not the obsessed, but they're very similar. This one just gets a little bit bigger, so we're talking maybe 3-4 feet height, a couple of feet spread on this one.
Now, don't forget, with every single order today, we have got a wonderful free gift. It changed, actually, so it literally changed this week. And it is the Narcissus Tet Boule. We did sell these on the show, and they were $9.99. So bear in mind, with every order today, you're going to get your free bulbs, and they're stunning. They're absolutely stunning. Grow to about 20 centimetres, so they're compact, but they're like doubles, aren't they?
Yeah, beautifully ruffled, double cupped flowers that you've got here. Not the full-on trumpet that you would expect from a daffodil, but a beautiful variety with those ruffled petals.
So they are free with every single
they are.
order
Look how pretty.
today. Yeah. So and even if you're buying some of the items with free postage, or you're placing a second order, even a third order, you will get a bag of those free with every single order today. 510759 is, of course, your item number. But thank you for everyone that is ordering today. So, what are you doing now there, Bex? What are you getting?
Getting some planters.
Oh, I like these.
Well, we were talking about...
Yeah.
I mean, I said the Nandina needs to go in a pot. So, I'm going to give you that one.
Okay.
And I'm going to put the Nandina in the pink Prisma planter because that looks absolutely fantastic. Obviously, it's just a little bit higher, but there you go. And in the purple Prisma, I'm going to put one of my absolute favourites, my beautiful Calicarpa. And in the green one, you're going to put one of those.
Yeah. I think that's nice.
Look how good that looks.
It does, doesn't it?
That's really pretty, isn't it? So these Prisma planters, you get a trio of them. It is for all three.
It's
for
amazing what a difference a
£6.97.
nice pot makes.
It really does make a difference, honestly. You don't need to choose the pink, the purple or the green. You get the three colours and you get all three of them for £6.97. So if you were just going for your hellebores today, you get three of those. And then you wanted your pots as well. You could put your hellebores.
Should we do all the hellebores?
Yeah, let's do it.
That's fine. I'll give you one down there.
Thank you. I'm going to lose the Nandina for a second.
So your three hellebores, don't forget.
Look how pretty they look in those pots.
So you can have the most wonderful winter displays,
You
can't you?
absolutely can. And I love the fact that these are those gorgeous kind of, I mean, we're calling them pastel. Yes, I think the pink's pastel, but the other two are quite bright. I think that really adds just an extra pop of colour into your garden.
And if you wanted these to look a little bit festive, you could just put some pine cones or things around the edge for the Christmas season, and then obviously discard those when it comes to New Year.
And your hellebores would live their life happily in those pots, by the way. If you wanted to keep them in pots, that would be absolutely fine. But it's entirely up to you what you want to plant into these pots. You know, there's so many things that you could plant in here. These are just great value at £6.97. And in actual fact...
Oh, yeah, look at this.
£7.99 is what we have previously sold these at individually in the past.
So you're getting three today for less than the price
of one.
Oh,
that we've previously sold them at, yeah.
Hey, I'm really pleased that the Birdseed's been popular today.
Oh, yeah, so am I.
Yeah.
It's great, honestly. So deluxe 14 seed.
I think Elaine said she was buying it, didn't she?
Yes, yes. But you're getting 14 different seeds in here, so all different sizes for different size beaks and different size birds. So this is going to be absolutely fantastic at inviting a variety of birds and wildlife into your garden.
They will find something they like on that menu.
They will definitely find something. So many different types. I mean, there's 12 different types of beneficial seeds, but what you've also got in here is raisins and suet as well. That's one of the suet things.
Yeah, three different coloured suets.
Yeah, so that's going to give them that extra kind of, you know, extra energy that they need at this time of year. It's rich in oils, fats, carbs. It's a proper high energy feed, and there's none of that filler that you might find in other birdseed. You know, there's another one. You know, sometimes you get that germinating kind of wheat seed filler, which can be annoying if it gets dropped into your garden, because then you end up with horrible, you know, growth and weeds and things growing that you don't want.
And the suet, by the way, if any birds are watching, your varieties on the menu, you've got a choice of apple, berry and insect.
Ooh. Well, they probably love that.
If your bird is, I don't have the insect. But yeah, you've got, isn't it lovely that? And a lot of thought has gone into this deluxe mix, and I really mean that.
It's a great mix, and it's 12.75 kilo sack as well. We've emptied some of that out into here. So it's a really big bag that's going to last you a long time, and it's for use in a variety of feeders. So yeah, it'll work in your tube plastic feeders if you've got table feeding, or you're just throwing it on the ground. This is absolutely fantastic for all of those. It's
just so important to look after the birds, isn't it? And we've done some little trials with this, and honestly, the amount of birds. This is actually, we talk about Peter McDermott, he's our head gardener, this is his home.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Well, locally, actually. I'm
going to see if I can find... I'm going to find my video of Robbie and send it to Stuart, because we've got a lovely little robin that comes into near our potting shed, and we threw some of this down on the floor for Robbie, and he was having a lovely time.
But look at all the different varieties of birds that enjoy this feed. So as we said, there are 14 different types of seeds, and you've got the suet and raisins in there as well. Designed to attract as many different species of birds, different size birds with different size beaks. But 12.75 kilos is just such a great quantity to get as well. You will get free delivery on this, don't forget, because it's over £30. But you've got the black sunflower there, as we saw. In fact, all these different seeds. And these are some of the birds that you're likely to attract. So we've got woodpeckers there that will love the chopped peanuts. The great tit there, that will love the black sunflower seeds. At the bottom, we've got the song thrush that will be attracted to things like the naked oats. I can see the sparrow there that will have the red millets, the blue tit, which would really like those sunflower hearts. So all of these different seeds and birds. And I'm just thinking there, if you manage to attract all of those in your garden, it's going to be a magical place. There's nothing nicer on a winter's day, just looking out and seeing the birds feasting away, and they really will on this extraordinary mix. So if you are thinking about getting that one, we've got it for just $32.99 today, and your postage will be taken off because you're spending over £30. So don't forget, you'll get free delivery when you spend £30 or more, and that's on every single order. Did you find your little video, Bex?
I found it, but it won't send.
Why?
So I'll have to do it later. I don't know.
Our Wi-Fi's good in
Technology.
here. Hey, if you don't see Bex next week, by the way, well, she's had an email that she's won on the lottery last night, but she can't open it.
It's true. I've had an email that says good news about your ticket, but I tried opening the app
Yeah, and it's not worked.
to see what I've won, and it won't open.
But do you know what Bex said to me? I said, well, look, if you have won a fortune, what would you do work-wise? And you know what she said? She said, I'd still want to do this. I
would, though, to be honest.
But I know, I was the
I
same.
might take a few more holidays, but I'd probably still come
But you
and
still
do
come out and
this.
see old Shaun in his potting shed. What's
you
it like being a
imagine?
millionaire, Bex? Remember that day when you won?
It was a big one last night as well, wasn't it? But you were saying that the big one didn't go.
No, apparently not.
So I've clearly not won 180 million.
No.
It's going to be £3. That's what normally happens. You've won.
Well, that's
£3.
You could put that towards your Hardy Fern collection. But don't forget, free orders. Sorry, not free orders. Free postage
on your orders.
over £30. And do bear that in mind. Now, I mentioned the Hardy Fern collection. This has been brought down in price today. Best price we've ever done on these at $6.99. And these are all fully winter hardy.
Fully winter hardy, mostly evergreen. In fact, we think it's just one that's sort of semi-evergreen, but you're going to get luscious, beautiful foliage and a variety of shapes, a variety of sizes, a variety of colours. It's really cleverly sort of curated and selected collection that you've got here to give you that beautiful variety. You're getting some different heights as well included. Some will grow to sort of 50 centimetres, some will grow to 1 metre in height. You don't need to worry too much about that, by the way, because they are all labelled on the packaging, so you know which plant is which, so you can then marry that up to the information on the website, so you know where to plant them, because obviously you don't want to put the short one behind the tall one, because that would be silly. So yes, it's all the information is there for you. You're getting some great sizes, colours and shapes and different foliages. There's things like the heart's tongue fern, the Japanese painted fern, the Korean rook fern in there. Those are the common names, not the Latin names.
I like the common names, thanks.
But all the information is available to you. I just think that is a really clever little collection because, they can cope with those horrible shady areas that we struggle to get beautiful plants in. This is going to fix those problems.
And I've got a whole border that's predominantly ferns. I say predominantly, the ferns are all amongst all the shrubs. I've got aces there and...
Oh yeah, acers and ferns together.
I
That's
think they're really
nice.
good. And I've got some
Especially
grasses.
because your acers are deciduous, so they drop their leaves. Whereas the majority of in fact, all of them are pretty much going to hold on to their leaves all year round. So that'd be great.
And if you've struggled with weeds this year and you're getting a bit sick of weeding, or maybe your health's not as good as it used to be, and you're finding that sort of thing a bit more arduous, put some ferns there, and it just stops the weeds coming through.
Yeah.
And they're really easy, obviously, really easy to grow. But that has been brought down in price for today's show, now $6.99. 480 975. And then quickly, a reminder of the Calicarpa This has looked beautiful now for quite a few weeks, hasn't it?
It's looked gorgeous for several weeks, and it's
Ooh.
probably going to keep looking gorgeous for a little while longer as well. This is where it's at its best. Clusters of these beautiful berries. I've got this in the pot on my table outside the kitchen window. I'm looking out the kitchen window, and that's the thing I'm looking at. The other day when it was raining and there was just these little water droplets sort of hanging off it, it looked so beautiful.
I do think it's really important to always have something to look forward to in the garden, and even in the winter. Because it is, I do get a bit down in the winter.
Yeah.
It's a bit miserable. But if you can look out, as you say, Bex, and see something as beautiful as this. And I think if you've got a winter birthday like I have, I don't really like having a birthday in December. I would have chosen a different month.
Yes, me. Well, I'm a January. I'd have chosen a different month as well. But
yeah, that's even worse than mine, actually. But as a birthday gift, if you've got a friend that's got a birthday in December, that could be amazing. It does arrive in the matching purple pot as well, so it's very giftable, just £16.99. And don't forget, if you're trying to get your basket to over £30 to get your free postage, the lavender is a great little filler. So if your basket's like £28 right now,
if you're hovering.
Yeah. What did we have for £29.99?
I don't know.
Oh, I know, the 4 standard roses, for example.
Yes.
So if you're at £29 or whatever, and you're thinking, what can I put in my basket to get it over £30, but you don't want to spend a lot, these are $3.99, and it's a buy one get one free. We've both got lavender in our garden, and it is wonderful.
I adore it.
Ooh.
Everybody should have a little bit of lavender. You know, I mean, you've got a great big border at the front in your formal garden. I've got a great big border down the side of my driveway. It's not that big, but anyway. You don't need to have a line of it as we're showing you here. You could just have 2 plants, because this is a buy one get one free. They will work beautifully dotted into a border. They'll work fantastically in a pot, but what you will get is really long flowering from this, something that will keep flowering June, July, August, September, October. That's really long time, but doesn't require loads of effort from you, that's drought tolerant, but is going to invite all of the bees and the butterflies. You'll be amazed at how much life is in your lavender because of all of those beneficial pollinators that you're inviting into your garden. And you're doing your bit for looking after the bees, which is a really important thing as gardeners for us to do.
It really is. Without bees,
well, we're done for.
We are. There's nothing.
We're done for.
So very easy to grow, just likes a sunny spot. Poor soils are fine, but a well-drained soil. Yeah. It'll hate being in a wet, boggy, cold site.
Yeah, I mean, if you've got really thick, heavy clay. I mean, I've got thick, heavy clay. It does, you know, mine still does okay. But yeah, you do want to add some. You want to break that up a little bit before you plant your lavender in. And
I planted that 3 years ago, and now it is just covered the whole.
It looks great with the buxus as well.
Yeah,
really like that.
It's great. So I wanted to create a classic kind of formal garden.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
I think I managed it, yeah.
Yeah, you did well.
And the lavender, it looked after itself.
What's that silver stuff at the back?
That's just silver leaf.
Is it silver leaf?
Yeah.
I love it.
That just...
That really stands out, doesn't it?
Yeah. Don't have to do anything with that.
Beautiful.
It gets a bit... Sometimes in the winter it gets a bit straggly, but I just chop it back and
it comes back.
Yeah.
Nice.
Brilliant. I tell you what I do love, and I'm tempted to buy some more today.
Buy some more.
I think I need to. Hellebores. Now this is a very special variety that's been bred to produce even more flowers. And look, it really...
So many flowers.
It's amazing.
Christmas carol variety.
Yeah.
We were talking about breeding earlier. This one has been specially bred to give way more flowers and also to flower for a longer period of time. There's so many buds on there. We keep counting them. There's 20 probably on each of those plants. But it's going to flower, as you can see, from now, but it'll keep going through December, through January, through February, and probably into March time as well.
And what is so lovely, I mean, these have come out loads in the past few days, but as some of the flowers age, aren't they amazing?
I love the colours. I mean, that's a really bright coloured kind of green you've got on there. And then on the plant down there, we've got beautiful pinks, sort of antique-y. Look at that. That kind of shabby chic, antique-y colours that you get on here, the pinks and the greens. And then obviously the bright white colours that you get on some of these as well. Like, they just look amazing that you get a mixture of them all on the same plant.
And I love decorating the home for Christmas, and what I tend to do, some of my other plants I'll move and maybe put them slightly out of view for Christmas. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've got a lot of houseplants. So I'll move some out of the way and then replace with something a bit more festive. And these could look amazing inside over Christmas time. Now, obviously, they are designed to go in your garden. So what I would say is, yes, maybe make some lovely displays for Christmas time, but then plant them outside. They love a shady spots.
Yeah. They don't want to be in full
semi-shade.
sun.
No.
I don't think they don't cope very well with full sun. But they are evergreen, so you do have that foliage sort of all year round. I mean, in the summer months, they do.
They die down a bit.
They die down a little bit.
But they're still there.
They're still there, and then they pop back into life for you.
But that is an amazing deal, and we recently brought down the price of those, so they are now $16.99.
3 of those pots as well.
Look at
Look,
the size.
3 of them, and they're really beautifully established plants here. All 3 of those included. You only obviously need to put 1 into your basket because that is a 3 deal.
Now, what we would love today, we would love you to have a little chat with us, wouldn't we, Bex?
Yes, please. What do we want to chat about?
Well, just anything. Let us know what you've ordered, what's been delivered recently,
Yeah.
what you're doing for Christmas.
What meat are you having for Christmas Day?
Yes.
Or if you're
any.
vegetarian, what veggie alternative are you having?
And actually, let us know things like what pots you're buying today, because we've had some really good deals.
Oh, there's some
pots.
excellent pots.
Those Diablo ones are ridiculous, aren't they? They're really good. But yeah, we would love to hear from you today, and we are live, of course, until 1 o'clock. In fact, we are going to come back with all the different pots.
Yeah, I'll go and get them sorted out, and we can run through all the deals.
But yeah, lovely to have your company. Let's remind you of some of the great items we've had today on, of course, YouGarden TV. And I've got to remind you of that Mahonia. So we think of Mahonia as having the really spiky leaves. I mean, a lot worse than holly, but this has been bred not to have that. So it's a soft variety. There are no spikes whatsoever. That's why it's called soft caress. But what you're going to get, still great flowers. There's wonderful yellow flowers. Evergreen, of course, so you're going to have that foliage all year round. It's a lot more compact, this particular variety. So this one will only grow kind of to about 1 metre maximum, so ideal for smaller gardens and, of course, for pots as well. But that today is down by £15. So if you're, I mean, I used to have a Mahonia in my last garden, but it was a nightmare. You couldn't go anywhere near it. The amount of times that I got scratched, and even gathering up the dead leaves was hard. You have to put some really tough gloves on, otherwise you would get, very badly kind of scratched and damaged skin. There was a lot of that. So this is a great breakthrough in terms of breeding. And Bex, it did win at Chelsea, didn't it? Plant of the Year at Chelsea, which is a fantastic accolade, of course. 510 949 is your item number for that one. Then we are doing, don't forget, the buy one, get one free on our lilacs. If you're trying to get your basket to maybe £30, you're a little bit shy, then, I'm sorry, I thought we were going on to the lavender. So the lilac. And this is the Ceanothus 510886, which is also called Californian lilac. So this one is down. This has got to be one of the best buys in the show. It's down to $6.99 today. And this is going to flower April time, May time. You're going to get this sea of lilac. Honestly, these are spectacular. Fully hardy, completely evergreen. Grows to, well, they can grow quite large, so you can be talking 2 metres over a period of time. Obviously very easy to prune them as well. But honestly, that is the best value that I've seen on this one. It comes in a 2-litre pot, and it is only £6.99. That's really good. I'm going to get that one because I haven't got a Ceanothus. Don't know why, but I would love to have one in my garden. Loves a sunny spot. So if you've got a really nice sunny spot, it would adore it there. Will tolerate part sun as well. 510886 for the Ceanothus Californian lilac there. And that is one for $6.99. Then we brought back today, I haven't seen this for ages actually, the Gora. And this is the Siskiyou pink variety. Flowers all summer long, again, loves full sun. And the flowers, they are almost like little butterflies. And in a gentle breeze, they do look like butterflies just flying around. Postage is included on this one at just £9.99. Or if you do double up, you can get 2 of those for £14.98. Grows to about 60, 70 centimetres, that one, so great for kind of like the middle of a border. But I love the flowers. I love the way that the flowers just pop up on the long stems. I gave mine a really good trim last springtime and it grew back magnificently. 560, 775. Then we brought you the Queen of Grasses, and this is the Cortaderia pampas grass in the pink variety. We did bring a pack of 3 of these in the past, but a lot of you said, oh, can we just do a single? So we've got you the single today at £9.99, postage included, or you can double up and go for 2 for £14.98. I saw a lot of lovely pampas grasses this year, but very few pink ones. That looks amazing, doesn't it? Really, really rather spectacular. You do need a big area for pampas grass, so ideally, nice big area in your garden, and ideally plant it in full sun. I've got one in full sun, and it has just done magnificently. Don't forget you can actually cut the flowers off towards the end of the season, dry them out, and they do make fantastic dried displays, actually. A lot of restaurants and hotels and stores are using those in their displays. They look amazing. They've really come back into fashion, actually, pampas grasses, but that is the extraordinary pink. The price there is just £9.99 with postage included, or you can double up and go for 2 for £14.98. 561 151. Then we brought you on today's show, brand new this one as well, it is a Mexican lime. So honestly, you can grow real sized limes here in the UK. Now you do need to protect this over the winter months. It will kind of slow down over the winter months. In summertime you can place it outdoors. You can get the little flowers in here followed by these incredible limes. And obviously the older, the more mature the plant is, the more fruit you'll actually get. The leaves on that, by the way, smell absolutely delightful. They're incredibly citrusy, and that one again has got postage included, £9.99, or you can double up and go for 2 for £14.98. Also new on the show today, this has been really popular. It is amazing, this one, isn't it? It's called the bromeliad. Now I have grown these, but mine never flowered, and I know why. I did not have them in a sunny spot. They definitely needed more sun. So yes, plant these in a really nice sunny spot. You can obviously have them in pots as well. We've got some amazing pots on the show. Some of those are coming up next. But aren't the flowers? They're just extraordinary, aren't they? They're kind of out of this world when you look at those. I love the greens and the reds. It's like a lime green. You've got, in the centre, you've got that mauvey purple. Then you've got the lime green, and then you've got the red. They're just extraordinary. Hardy to about -5, so mine survived many, many winters here in the UK, but do pop that in a sunny spot, and ideal for pots as well. That is down to 99.7, been really popular today. 560 100 is your item number. And then last but by no means least, we did bring you the patio roses. Now you get a pack of 4 of these. You get a red, you get a pink, you get a yellow, and you get a white. Amazing value today because they're bare roots. I think they really lend themselves to being in pots, although you could obviously plant them in the ground should you wish. But that's what they produce all summer long. Hundreds and hundreds of gorgeous scented roses. They just look so elegant. And honestly, once that is in flower, and it will flower next summer, I think you could easily pay I'd say £99 for 4 would be good value in pots. Really would. But they're working out £7.50 each today. 530 199 is of course the item number. But you are saving £50 on those. But we've got our potty little corner now, Bex, haven't we?
We've gone potty.
We have gone potty. Well, I'll be honest, you know the standard roses, we both think they look fantastic in the Diablos.
I love the idea of the Diablos. Okay, so your patio standards, as they grow, and you get, obviously there's 4 here, but as you get that beautiful kind of lollipop head shape on here, you've got to use your imagination, but that in there is going to mirror perfectly, because you want the pot size to kind of mirror the size of what you're going to get up here. And next year, honestly, in your first year, you'll get an amazing display from those.
And you planting around with some summer bedding, things like that, or winter bedding right now.
It's a nice deep size, though. This is the important thing when it comes to planting your standards. I have learnt if you go too shallow, I've got them in pots that are quite. I've got my holly standards in pots that are too short. So when it gets a bit windy, they fall over,
which is really annoying.
It's so annoying. I'm constantly picking them up and putting the compost back in. So go a little bit deeper. In fact, I need to get these to put my holly standards in. That's it. I need to get those.
And the price today, I mean, they're already nearly half price. So they're normally £23. We've got them £11.99. But a very special deal for this show. 6th of December today, double up, and you get them for £7.50 each. And bearing in mind, look at this. This is how good the deal is today. One of them has sold for $18.99.
I'm not surprised because these are really big pots and they are beautiful as well. So, you know, yes, in the height of the season, I can imagine paying $18.99 for a pot that is that beautiful. So today's deal is absolutely incredible.
So when you double up, it works out £7.50. And don't forget, if you are a club member, and I will mention the club a little bit later on, how to join. It's very easy. But club members would get an extra 10% off those as well.
They absolutely would, yeah.
They're really good value today. I'm going to get 4 of those, I think.
Yeah, really good. Please make sure that you are entering that code, though, YGTV49 right there. Otherwise, you will not get the discount for the double up deal. You'll end up paying $11.99 for both of them. Well, we don't want to do that. We want to pay $14.99 for 2. So it's vital that you enter that code YGTV49.
They're really good value. They look fabulous. Then we've also got, this is our pot selection. $6.97. Now you might be thinking that's the price for one of those, but it's not. You get all 3.
No, not at all. You don't need to choose which colour. You will get all 3 of these. You get that beautiful green, the wonderful pink, and that purple down the bottom there as well. And I love these, actually. You know, I really like the classics, and the Diablos are beautiful. It's like kind of a classic colour, nice muted colours. But to have bright colours in your garden, it really does make a difference. You can colour code, you know, your flowers to the pots, but it just adds that splash of colour over these darker winter months.
I do think winters can be dull, can't they?
They can.
And you do need. What I do, in the summer, I've got an area where I have mostly white pots, and they work great with summer bedding. But in the winter, I do bring all my coloured pots out.
There's less flowering, isn't there?
Yeah.
You know, there's less colour going on in your garden from the plants. So to add that colour using the pots really does make a difference.
Works. But amazing value today. All 3 for £6.97. And I tell you what, loads have you gone for these next planters. These are our henricks. We nicknamed them Jimmy.
These are our Jimmys.
Stu, who was in charge of technical, he said to me, "Go to the Jimmys." I'm like,
what? I got it. I got the reference.
You got it. I'm looking like a fool going, But anyway, yes, these are the henricks.
Yeah, these are great. So they're really big size. I mean, 17-inch width for starters. You have got the bit in the bottom here, which first of all creates a beautiful trough, so you get extra kind of water retention going on in there. But also that bit that you can see in the bottom means that that's the amount of less compost
which
you
is
need to
really
put in.
good, actually. Saves quite a bit.
Especially when you're looking at the size of these pots. Now, I mean, I want these. I don't know what I want to put in them yet, but I think it is well worth buying these, even if you haven't got a clue what you're going to do with them yet, because the deal that you're getting on these,
it's amazing.
I'm sure we certainly won't be repeating this once we get into the new year.
We have got some really good deals for December. We really have.
Really good deals.
You're saving what you're spending there.
They're beautiful, aren't they? These beautiful kind of brushed champagne gold kind of finish with the black at the bottom here. I mean, that looks really classy.
That looks fabulous,
doesn't it? I can imagine that, okay, with, I mean, a few things. We put the echium in it earlier, but could you imagine that with a cordyline in there?
Wow.
And as the cordyline gets taller as well, because the leaves come off the bottom and you get a stem, so you get like a tree shape with this beautiful spray over the top. So as that gets taller as well, and then your bottom plant around here with other things, oh my word, that'll look gorgeous.
And maybe bought some of the palms that we had earlier on the year.
Oh like they would look great in
things
there.
Like that.
Or bamboo, you know.
Yes.
That, what's the one that kind of waterfalls over? It's I think it might be called the waterfall bamboo.
Sounds right. Yes, it is. It is. Yeah, it's the
fountain
one.
Bamboo.
Yes.
Yeah, that would look absolutely amazing in here. So yeah, there's lots of ideas for this. I think those are gorgeous.
I think you could make them look quite festive as well.
Yeah, I do. Because you've got that kind of brushed champagne gold. It'd look amazing.
I've got 2 living Christmas trees that I bought from YouGarden last year, and they're about probably 4 foot in terms of height.
Great.
And
they could live in there.
They're in actually 30-litre pots right now. They're not obviously looking that attractive in them. They look amazing though, wouldn't they?
They would look so good in there, and you don't really need to do anything majorly extra to decorate that up, do you? It would already look festive.
So yeah, we've got those today, half price, saving $24.99, 130522.
I look like I'm popping out of the pot.
Now from the big pots, we have got, if you think, hang on, I don't need massive pots today, we have got the little Torino ones down here at the front.
Yes, down the front.
I say little, these are good size, but they're great for bulbs. The hellebores would look good in these as well, actually, wouldn't
Yeah, you could definitely put the hellebores in here. Yeah, and you are getting all 5 of those. As you can see, I've just stacked those up. I like that you're getting 5 all exactly the same, because that can look really nice, can't it? Maybe if you went for 2 packs of these, maybe if you've got a set of stairs and you were to put 1 on each side of the stairs or something or other. You could plant bulbs in here. You could plant your winter bedding in here. But the point is that these will be reusable and will last you for a really long time. They've got the drainage holes in the bottom. They are made of plastic, so they are lighter weight, but they are UV stabilized and frost resistant plastic, so they are designed to last you for a lot of years. And unlike, you know, ceramic and what am I thinking of, terracotta, you know, if you accidentally drop those, you break them instantly, don't you? And they can get affected by the weather. These won't.
And often, obviously depending where you live, but we can sometimes get strong winds, and if they blow a pot over, if it's terracotta smashes,
cracks it straight away.
Ruined. But those aren't. They're designed to last for
And then you end up using them in the bottom of pots for drainage, which is an expensive way of creating drainage in your pots.
Yeah. But a good way of reusing your broken crocs. Anyway, one of the most popular items on today's show, and I'm not surprised at all, these are an absolute steal. They are normally $8.99 each. We've got them down to $5.99, but then it's a buy one, get one free. So they're working out £3 each, and they're normally nearly £9 each.
Yeah. It's great value.
When you do the maths there, yeah. £3
Somebody's
each.
not doing the maths right, are they? I really like the extra decoration on here, which if you think, I mean, we're just talking about it with your free gift, with the Tet Boule. If you were to plant these in here, because they're only going to reach 20 centimetres height, it just frames, it's like a picture frame for your flowers. That's what this trellis creates at the top here.
Do you know what
with
I'm
the little
Bex?
bird decorations on there.
I'm just
We've
thinking,
got ideas,
because of the colour of these, the hellebores.
Yeah.
Do you think they'd look? I mean, that looks nice, doesn't it?
Absolutely beautiful, yes.
Yeah.
And these will fill out a little bit. They'll grow a little bit taller, and they'll fill out and kind of, yeah, that'll look really pretty.
Yeah.
Love that.
Maybe some, a few bulbs around the edge of them.
Yeah.
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 Right, anyway.
I mean, you don't need bulbs, it'll fill out, but Shaun likes to put loads in,
Well, I was
don't
thinking
you?
I've still got a few crocus bulbs. They'd
Oh yeah,
go
they'd
there,
look great in there.
Well, my mum has,
Definitely.
80.
So yes, you are getting a buy one, get one free on here. Item number is 130347. Make sure you enter 1 into your basket, put in the code YGTV49, and we will automatically add in the other one into your basket. And by putting the code in, you'll also get your free gift included as well.
And there, this is your, if you've just joined us, by the way, this is the free gift with every order. If you already placed an order, but you're placing a second or a third order, you'll get a bag of bulbs with every single order that you place today. And we did sell these, because it's a bag of 15 bulbs. We did sell them for £9.99.
Yeah, absolutely. We're not making up those prices. That is the price that we sold these at. Happily pay that for these beautiful daffodils that you're getting free, as long as you enter your code YGTV49.
Can I say thank you to everyone that's watching today?
Thanks.
We've got all of our regulars there, and we are getting new viewers.
We are.
Next year, by the way, we have got big plans with YouGarden TV.
We have.
With loads happening, isn't there?
Lots and lots happening.
And we're also going to be working with QVC, the UK's biggest and best shopping channel. We've got shows planned with them, alongside our own shows, of course. So, yeah, it's going to be a very exciting 2024.
Yeah, looking forward to it, aren't we?
We really are.
It's been a great end to 2023. It wasn't a great middle, but it's been a fantastic end to 2023.
Yeah. We changed jobs, we changed career.
Well,
actually, we didn't change career, but it's nice. We've
found the right place, haven't we?
We've both worked in shop and TV for many years, but we're both passionate about gardening, so to be
Love
here
it so much.
in the nursery, and we broadcast from an 11-acre nursery. It's absolutely wonderful. Now, we're going to talk about our compost because it is the best-selling product here at YouGarden, and it has been actually for many, many years.
Such a long time. Such a long time. And there's a few reasons why, but the main reason is it works.
Really good and it works. It's true.
Yeah, I mean, so we call it premium professional compost, and we don't just call it that to make it sound better than it is, do we? It's not like, oh yeah, it's premium professional.
It's
you
not
need
a
to
bit
buy
of a
this.
marketing spiel.
It's not at all. It genuinely started its life as the nursery compost. This is the stuff that is used right outside these doors here at the YouGarden nursery. Anything that's grown here or potted on here, this is the compost they use. Now, a business that's job is growing and looking after plants, they're not going to use anything inferior, are they?
They're not.
Because their job, their business relies on that.
And what is amazing here, when we walk around the nursery, there are acres and acres of plants, and sometimes there may be 1,000 of the same plants. But the consistency, when you look around the nursery like this, I mean, it says a lot, doesn't it?
It really does.
I don't think I've ever walked around and seen a bad plant. And I know why, because if anything is slightly substandard, it just gets removed, basically. It does, it gets removed. There's even a quarantine area. Plants are taken off to quarantine.
Absolutely.
I hope we don't end up in there. But seriously, so the standard's amazing. But as Bex has said, any things that are grown on, potted on, are done in this amazing premium professional compost. Now, today's show is $24.98 with free delivery. That is for 100 litres, 2 bags of 50 litres. The bags are completely unbranded because it is a commercial product. So there's not lots of, say, marketing spiel.
Claims.
Yeah, none of that. This is the real thing.
Yep.
But what's actually in it? Well, it's a fantastic formulation. And what is interesting, the formulation is the same every single time. Some brands of compost, you might buy one bag one week and it's good, and then the next week you open it up and think, hang on.
What's gone on here? Yeah.
That feels different. It's a different colour. It's
Every
a different
bag
texture.
of this that I have opened has looked and felt the exact same.
Yeah, always.
And it's because it's made to this specific recipe and ingredients list. And so if you're buying it now and then you buy it again in 6 months' time, you can be assured of getting the same quality each and every time. And it truly is proper quality stuff. This is the stuff that turns you from an okay gardener into Monty Don. No. But
Wow.
it does.
Wow.
Individual results may vary. No, it really does make a difference.
It does make you, we believe, a better gardener
Yeah.
instantly. But what's in the compost? Well, we talked about this incredible formulation. 50%, around about 50%, is composted wood fibre. And that does give it this amazing texture, doesn't it?
Yeah, and it's a beautiful texture, which is really important for root development and growth. You know, your roots need room to get in there and to spread. You'll have done it in the past. You know, sometimes you dig up a plant because it's not done very well, and the root ball is the same as it was when you first planted it. And it hasn't had space to be able to grow. I've certainly found that in my clay soil.
Yeah, I was going to say maybe it's too heavy and dense.
Too compact, too heavy.
So the roots can't get
and
in
the
there.
roots can't get out.
So they just go round and round.
Exactly, or just it doesn't grow at all. It just sits there. I don't know what to do. With this, your roots will be able to form that beautiful, strong root structure. And a strong root structure, a strong foundation, it means bigger, better plants, doesn't it?
And when you look at this, and this is a standard compost, and that plant looks reasonably healthy, then look at our premium compost. And you know, if you've got stronger roots, that means that you're going to get more shoots, more flowers, bigger crops, better yields, more fruits. But also, it does give the plant a lot better chance of survival, because we do live in challenging times. And that means that sometimes we get really wet summers, sometimes we get incredibly hot summers, sometimes we get really harsh winters. Having a stronger root system can protect the plant so much, particularly during those dry spells. This summer wasn't too bad, but the summer before, would you remember, it just didn't rain for a couple of months, barely rained. And you imagine if a plant's got really weak roots, then it can't search for that water. It can't get deeper down to get the water. If it's got a really good root system, it can search much further. But that's only one component, the composted wood fibre. There's also lots of feed in here, isn't there?
Yeah, slow release fertiliser. There's loads of these little green balls dotted throughout the compost. Slow release meaning your plants can take the feed as and when they need it. It doesn't stop you from doing your liquid feed. You should absolutely continue doing that. But certainly this is fantastic because it just releases it as and when the plants need it. So that's another one of the incredible ingredients.
You've also got 3 different types of peat, white and dark peats. We have reduced the content content. Obviously, to keep up with environmental times and to reduce that has been a good thing, but it is there and it is amazing, isn't it?
It is amazing,
really
absolutely. What else we got?
Wetting
agent in there as well. Basically, everything that you need, backed by science, scientifically backed, to give your plants the absolute best start and the best continued life in here.
And finally, there is lime in there to balance the pH.
That's it. Well done.
Just quickly, I know I haven't really talked about the club membership, but if you want to save the best part of £2.50 off this compost right now, all you need to do is join our club. And you won't just save on the compost, you'll save on all of the plants.
That's it, yeah.
On the show.
Constant savings.
And things like your pots.
Yep.
All of these can be saved. All these things can be saved on just by joining the club. Now, 2 different memberships. These are normally £20, but they've been on offer. For the last few months, we are massively reducing the price because we want loads of you to join the club because it makes such great sense. So, auto renewal, basically £5 for the year, but that will automatically renew unless you ask us to stop it. Now, you can stop it at the end of 12 months. That's not a problem. Just ring us and we'll cancel that. If not, it will automatically renew. The great thing is, if you go for that one, your membership will stay that price forever. £5 a year, which is amazing. You'll see that at the bottom it says the price will never go up. Or if you prefer, you can go for the one-off membership, which is £10 a year. What are the benefits? Well, you're going to get 10% off every plant and accessory order. Every single order you're going to save 10% on, and that does include your compost, so instantly you could save nearly £2.50 on your compost. You'll also get 5% off every outdoor living and gifts order. We've got some great Christmas gifts on our website. You will receive £20 of YouGarden vouchers, and you can use those throughout the year, which is brilliant, and also exclusive offers, competitions and expert advice as well. So the club is absolutely brilliant. Bex and I, we're both members. We joined actually the first week we started working here, and we've saved an absolute fortune with every single order. So do bear that in mind. You can join the club right now and save 10% on your order when it comes to plants and accessories and all those other benefits as well. But we've still got loads to show you, haven't we?
Yes, we have. We're back with our choice here, the White Dazzler, and it really does live up to its name because this is going to dazzle and sparkle and bring you loads of joy to your kind of spring colours going on. This gets completely covered in these beautiful white blossom flowers that have the most delightful orange scent to them. It's also known as the Mexican orange blossom because of that beautiful kind of citrusy orange, I was going to say flavour, scent that you get from this. It is an evergreen plant, so you will always have that beautiful foliage, but in April and May time, this is where it gets completely covered in these white flowers, and you'll get a second flush of those flowers as well, probably in about August, September time. It has the Royal Horticultural Society Award of Garden Merit, and it's just one of the most prolific flowering varieties of choicea that you can have in your garden. There's different choiceas out there, but this is probably the most prolific of them.
Yeah, I wish I'd bought this one, actually.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
I've got a different variety. It's lovely.
I was looking at mine the other day. It's got much more yellow leaves on it, slightly bigger leaves. It's beautiful. I love it. But yeah, it's not this one.
Yeah. And some neighbours of mine, they've got one of these in their garden. I can honestly say it was amazing in spring. I went around to see it, and the fragrance as I walked down their pathway was just incredible. But it was just like this picture. It was just a massive white. It was beautiful.
Yeah, I imagine.
Oh, and that is actually at the lowest price we've done. $11.99. If you are putting together a big order, by the way, I know a lot of you are, don't forget when you spend over £30, you get free postage. So do bear that in mind. I know lots of you will buy the pots and the compost. All orders over £30 will get free postage. I'll be honest, I don't know how long we can continue this one for.
Yeah, I don't. I don't. Look, we've already extended it.
Might only be a few more weeks and stuff. So
we already extended it. We had it for, I think it was for October, and then we've managed to get it into November and December. It's not going to last, I don't think, into the new year.
So do bear that in mind if you're ordering right now. Yeah, we don't think there's many weeks left of that free delivery when you spend over £30. This is unusual, isn't
Right,
it?
I love
Go
this,
on.
and I still haven't got this yet, but I am going to get it at some
Look
point.
at this.
I absolutely adore the pomegranate bush. You can grow actual pomegranates. I just think that's incredible.
Look at it.
We can grow pomegranates ourselves in our UK climate, which is just, that's crazy to me.
I feel we should have picked that one a few weeks ago.
To be honest, yes, I think it did need picking. But yeah, listen, this is
it looks nice.
It's a beautiful plant. You get these lovely foliage on here. It goes kind of bright, and you get orange tips and red tips to the foliage, and you get these lovely bright orange flowers in the summertime, sort of June, August time. Yeah, look, and you get loads of them, and each and every one of those flowers then has the potential to turn into, a pomegranate.
And the flowers, they are lovely in their own right.
They are.
But the feel of them, it's hard to describe. It's
kind of waxy and
almost like rubbery as well.
It's funny when you see, we brought them to you several times throughout the year, and we will keep bringing them to you. So it's fascinating to see how the flower grows and then turns into a pomegranate. It's really, really incredible. It's self-pollinating, so you don't need to worry about having two of these. It will do its thing itself. Don't worry about it. It is hardy, but only down to about -8. But when it's established, so I think if you're going to invest in this now, you're going to need to look after it over the winter months. Perfect for you to have as a conservatory plant. This would be fantastic actually in a conservatory because it loves sunshine. It really is a sunshine lover, so you want as much sun on this as you can get.
I've just noticed the price. Have you? £9.97.
I know. Well, maybe
it has. Definitely.
Maybe this is the time for me to invest in this because I keep looking at it saying I love it.
And we've just been honest, at this time of year, you can pick up the most amazing deals. You really can. That should be, I think we sold it at £17.99 on one of the shows, didn't we? Yes, it was definitely up near the £20 mark. I think the best price we may have done was £14.99. Don't quote me on that, but I think it was. But today, it's £9.97. It's a good day to shop, isn't it? It's a really good day to shop. That might have just made it on. You might have just made it onto my list today. You might. It's great, and do you know what? It's a dwarf as well. So we are only talking about a couple of feet height and spread. So to keep this in a pot would be brilliant because obviously if you are having it in the conservatory and then you're taking it outside for the summer months, I think it'd be a wonderful feature plant in a pot. I just like the idea of having a little corner in my garden full of exotic fruits. We've had a few recently, haven't we? Yeah, well, we had the lime on earlier. You can have a pomegranate as well. Yeah. And you can get those little pomegranates and put them into your drinks as well. Yeah, some people put them into G&Ts, don't they? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you can put anything in a G&T, can't you? It doesn't have to just be lemon. Apparently pomegranate's nice with Prosecco as well. Yeah, I bet it is, yeah. But I love the idea of that. Growing pomegranates in the UK, and they are fully edible, obviously. Yeah, they are. Just a little bit smaller. They're a bit smaller. They're not going to get to the big size pomegranates that you can buy in the supermarket, no. But they will have pomegranate seeds in there that you are able to cut open and eat. Say harder to -8 once established. If you live in a cold area, if you're in the north, Scotland, where it can get a little bit chilly, just give it a bit of protection. Just a little bit of protection, yeah, absolutely. Hello to Jan, by the way. Hello, Jan. So what did Jan go for? Oh, she's got the heavy-duty pots and her viola pumpkins. Very good, Jan. Did you get your free gift as well, Jan? Did you? She will have done. She's a regular. She definitely will have. Yeah, it was a tulips last week, wasn't it? Don't forget, you've got free boucle Tets today, the Tet Boule, I should say, which are those miniature daffodils, which are those lovely swirly flowers. They are free with every order. It's nice to do a different free gift. There they are. I love it. So that is free with every order today. Don't forget, 15 bulbs. Now, you were looking at everything earlier, and you had your eye, I remember, on the irises. Okay, I do. I love iris. I do. I love them, and I really like the iris blue because you get the lovely blue, but then you get that flash of yellow going on in there as well. And it's that contrast between those two colours that, I don't know, it does something to me. Now, my mum actually had these in her border last year. Look at that. Because these are the miniatures, and they did look gorgeous, I have to say. I love them. I really like that combination of colour. I like that shade of blue, the yellow with the white. It looks painted. It looks like somebody's painted those. I think they're so, so beautiful. They're just, and they have an outstanding colour and an outstanding fragrance with that cobalt blue. They look a bit like an orchid as well with the yellow and the white markings. I think that's maybe what it is I'm loving. They're an early source of nectar because these are going to flower sort of, springtime, March, April, so these are fantastic. And they're nice and compact as well, March, April time. In fact, you could probably plant these
I was going to say through a lawn, but maybe you'd be mowing the lawn by April. I don't know. Listen, I've done it with the daffs, and they flower at a similar time. You might be able to put them through lawns.
My mum has got like a country cottage garden. She just, because these are quite compact and small, she just placed them at the front of the border, and they did look really pretty.
I bet.
Really pretty. We are doing a special offer today where you get 35 bulbs for £9.99, postage is included, or you can double up
Love them.
and get 2 lots for £14.99. They are really sweet, actually.
They're lovely, and I do think
Yeah.
you want to double up on these because they're petite, let's
Yeah.
say. They're,
So you want them
they're
in-
a nice size.
You want them on mass, don't
You
you?
definitely want to plant a bunch of these all together. Double up.
I'm tempted with those.
Yeah, I'm tempted with those.
And they'd look lovely in pots, wouldn't they?
I think, yeah, just put a bunch of those. In fact, in our Torinos,
Yes.
there's the pack of 5, the square ones. You could put in fact, if you doubled up, how many would that give you? 70. 5 pots.
About 14 in each, exactly.
Yeah, and that would be about right
Yeah.
for those size of pots. Actually, that'd look really nice.
It's the first time we've had those, isn't it?
Yeah,
Are you tempted?
yeah,
Are you tempted at home?
I love them.
So let us know what you're ordering today.
Yes, please.
Yes.
Yeah, we want to know what you're ordering.
Yeah. And
What do you like?
So you've still got what time? You've got, oh God, it's only
20 minutes. We've only got 20 minutes left. Today's gone really quick.
Oh my word.
Today has really gone quick.
Well, we've had loads of new things, haven't we?
Yeah,
Like, we
that's
better
what
move
does
on
it.
because we've got one of the favourites from last week there now, the Daphne Perfume Princess.
Oh, I love this. Okay, so this one is beautifully fragrant, okay? It's the largest and earliest flowering of any of the Daphnes. The flowers on here are about 4 times or up to 4 times larger than any of the other Daphne varieties, and you get clusters of those flowers all the way along the length of the stem.
Oh, that's pretty,
Look
isn't
at
it?
that.
It does work really well in the pink pot, doesn't it?
It looks beautiful, yeah. And it's the fragrance you're going to get from this. It's just so incredibly fragrant. It's going to be absolutely gorgeous. Grows to a decent size as well. It'll take a little while to get there because it's not the most vigorous
No,
plant.
it's not. It's moderate.
But we're talking 4 feet height and spread here. So I think in a border, this will be absolutely fantastic. But if you want to have it in a pot where you can really appreciate the heavenly scent you'll get from this, then you can happily have it in a
And we're
pot.
saying we love the foliage on here. The really
Yeah.
nice, elegant, slender, glossy
Elegant,
leaves.
that's nice.
Yeah, it's an elegant plant, isn't it?
Yeah. It wants a bit of sunshine, coping with a bit of part shade, but it wants a good few hours of sunshine in the day, and it is winter hardy, so it has that lifetime guarantee.
Yeah. Well, that's another option today, 511038, and you are going to save £6. That is down to £16.99. Now, coming up next, we have got a really special rose, which is called Little Sid. And many of you will have seen the wonderful Greg Wallace on our TVs for many years. I love watching him, don't you?
I think he's hilarious.
He is.
He's lovely
There
guy,
he is. There's our Greg Wallace.
Quite down to
and
earth,
his
that's
lovely
how you
wife
feel
there as
watching
well.
him.
But one thing you might not know is that he has a boy. They have a boy called Sid, and there he is. Now, Sid has got autism, he's non-verbal, and what Greg wanted to do was to really work with a charity called Ambitious About Autism, and he's doing that right now with this rose. It's named after his little boy called Little Sid, and with every purchase of this rose, £5 goes towards that incredible charity Ambitious About Autism. We were saying that's a good sized contribution.
I think it's an
isn't
incredible donation. Often you get a 10% donation, and that's fantastic. But it's 25%
Yeah.
of the sale of this rose goes to that charity, which is incredible. And Greg is the ambassador for that, and you can see why, having a son who has autism. Now, you know, fantastic donation. Really happy. You can pat yourself on the back that you are, contributing to that. But this is just a beautiful rose in its own right.
It
It's a
really
gorgeous,
is.
gorgeous red colour.
It is.
Classic kind of look and feel to it, sort of raspberry red, repeat flowering in clusters all the way through from sort of May right the way through to October, November time. Totally reliable grower. It's got a delicate rose fragrance to it. It's got a nice sort of short and bushy habit growing with this one. It's supposed to be about 2 feet by 2 feet height and
okay, so not
spread,
too
a
big.
bit more
Yeah,
compact
nice.
maybe than other roses out there, but it's just absolutely beautiful. Pots, borders, really doesn't matter. You can plant this wherever you want to. we are still sort of in bare root season. You can still plant it out as long as the ground isn't completely frozen. You are absolutely fine to plant this out. If you're worried about that, then stick it in a pot. Put it into a pot for a little while until you decide what you want to do with it. It'll have time then to really root in and put all of its effort into creating really strong roots, which means that if you do then transplant it in the springtime next year, it's already got that lovely strong root structure going on.
But just remember, when you get it home, before you plant it, give it a really good drink for at least 2 hours. But a lovely rose, and so nice to think that £5 of every single purchase will go towards Ambitious About Autism, a great, great charity.
Yeah, wonderful. Really nice.
And a lovely rose as well. But I've spotted another brand new plant.
I know, right?
A Fatsia. Brand new on today's show. And the price again, I mean, just amazing today. $11.99 for this, because that's a big plant, isn't it?
It's a big plant. I mean, you look, decent sized pot, decent amount of foliage on here. I am just in love with Fatsia. This is a new one for you, the castor oil plant. We brought you the spider's web before, the variegated variety.
Which was a little bit more expensive.
It was a little bit more expensive, yeah, but this is, look at how glossy that is with those serrated leaves. I just love the shape of those. Beautiful.
And bear in mind, this has been picked from our nursery this morning. So all the plants in the show, this is what they look like right now on our nursery. Fully winter hardy. I've actually got one of these in a pot at our pub, and it looks great. It really looks great.
I think it gives real architecture, doesn't it?
Does.
And shape. And
it doesn't look like it should be winter hardy, does it?
No, and it is.
No.
It feels a bit tropical.
It does.
This would be at home in your tropical area of your garden, wouldn't it?
Yeah, and Stu just said it looks almost like an indoor plant as well. It's not. Mine is just flowering right now, actually.
Is it?
Yeah.
Very good.
The flowers are quite unusual. They're like, I just got like white balls almost.
Yeah.
So mine's just flowering right now. They're not really grown for their flowers, they're grown for their foliage, but mature plants will flower. Although mine's only a couple of years old, but it is flowering right now. They can grow. I mean, I've had one that was got. Oh, there's the flowers, yeah.
Oh, wow.
They're quite unusual, aren't they?
They're amazing.
Yeah.
I love those.
So mine are flying right now.
That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, you'll get flowers September, October, November time. You can get berries forming on here as well, sort of October, November time too, following the flowers. It is quite an incredible plant. Happiest in heavy clay.
Oh,
whoop, whoop, for all the clay gardens. I've got one, by the way. Yeah, they're happiest in heavy clay, but they are really not fussy about soil type. So they can cope in any of these areas. Plus, they don't mind a little bit of shade either. So a bit of sunshine, but they can cope with some shade, which is absolutely fantastic. RHS, Award of Garden Merit, plus they're perfect for pollinators badge as well. But this is going to be absolutely brilliant for evergreen, all year round interest, and also filling some of those shady spots in your garden.
And again, we have honestly got, and you'll know if you're regular, some of the best prices we've ever seen for our December shows. We really have. Loads of lowest ever prices today, and we just appreciate December is not the busiest month for gardening, but there's still things to do, and you can still plant things out.
Yeah.
And
I still get out there. I mean, all right, I'm not doing as much gardening, of course. None of us are doing as much gardening now as we will be in the spring and in the summer months, but I'm still getting out there at every opportunity because I just love being outside. I love being in the fresh air.
And actually today is full sunshine where I live. It's a bit chilly, but it's full sun today.
Well, as we were coming into the potting shed, it was absolutely glorious out there.
Yeah.
You see, it was turning into a beautiful day.
But it's so nice that so many of you are watching us today and ordering. I've got some amazing deals. And just to put it in perspective, that Fatsia was only $11.99, and you'll get your free bulbs that are worth $9.99 today as well.
Yeah, just as long as you enter that code. Always, always, whenever you place an order, put that code in, YGTV49 it is this week, and it will unlock any of the deals, any of the buy one, get one frees, or double ups, or free gifts.
I'm just thinking that would look nice in the Diablo planter, don't you think?
Totally.
Yeah.
You could, or we've got the beautiful urns. We haven't talked about the urn at all yet. That would look nice in there, wouldn't it?
I think that would actually.
Or,
that's quite exotic looking like that, isn't it?
I like it.
Yeah, I do.
Or you can go really classic and do the urn with the cordyline. That's proper classic, isn't it?
That is signature, isn't it?
Love it.
I think the pink really stands out against
Well,
the
yeah.
garden,
Well,
doesn't
also
it?
I've seen some planting like this in the urns, and it gets put my teeth in. It gets exciting when the cordyline grows and creates the stem like a tree. So it's sort of up here,
Yeah.
and imagine just a thin stem coming down, and then you plant underneath it with other things, you know, around the bottom.
And the urn today is only $14.99.
No way. What is that normally? $24.99.
Yeah. All the pots today are amazing. Seriously,
That's
so many great
beautiful.
deals. Yeah, $14.99 for that.
Oh yes, Stu's saying on the cordyline.
Oh yeah.
So what I was saying about underplanting it as it gets a bit
this is
taller.
good.
This is a great way of doing it. I mean, they've underplanted it before it's even got the stem, but some of the chick charms going around underneath.
That looks really good, doesn't it?
We had a bunch of chick charms, didn't we? I wonder if they're still on
We
the
did,
website.
a little while ago.
We had them a little while ago.
Loads
charms.
of orders coming in towards the end of the show, by the way. Just quickly, by the way, the viburnums are still available as well. We've held the price on these. We did sell out, but we've managed to get some back. And these are still only $29.99. A lot of you did buy these in pairs. But my word.
They are beautiful, aren't
they? And what's nice, we've had these for about 3 weeks now. And more flowers are coming out.
These flowers for such a long time. You know, they're in bloom now, and they're going to keep going for you.
Look at them.
Probably right the way through, you know, January, February, into March time. You'll keep getting waves of these flowers. And what I really enjoy is, particularly on this, you know, can you see on these ones at the top here, where you've got the buds that are those really tight sort of clusters, and then they open up into these beautiful flowers, and you get the mixture of them on the same cluster. The pink, the white, and the buds all together, and it just looks really, really interesting and beautiful. And the fragrance, wow.
So it's the 6th of December today. So 19 days till Christmas Day. I'm just thinking, what a wonderful Christmas gift that could be for somebody.
It would be an amazing Christmas gift.
Don't disregard plants as a Christmas gift. If you've got friends and family that love their gardens, I think buying them a plant, something that is going to live for many, many years, if not decades. What a great gift. I tell you what, think about what you got for Christmas last year. Can you remember? Anything stand out? Because a lot of things, lots of gift sets and that you just end up,
I got some perfume and I broke it. It was in my bag in a glass bottle. My bag still smells delicious.
But all I'm saying
really
is,
expensive one as well.
I bet a lot of the gifts you got last Christmas you can't remember. If somebody bought you a plant, you'd know where that plant is right now.
And you talk about it every single year as well. So talk about it when you're out in the garden. Oh, so and so bought me that. Be lovely.
Yeah, I would love that as a Christmas gift.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What you need is a planter to go with it.
You do. Right, it has gone crazy today for the Diablo planters. I'm not surprised. They're normally $22.99 each. Bear this in mind, $22.99 each for these. So if you were to buy 2 on a normal day, it's the best part of £4 to £6. Today, you can get 2 for $14.99. And you're going to get your free bulbs, don't forget. That is good. No wonder so many people have bought these.
I just think they're beautiful. They've got that lovely kind of stone effect finish around here. They've got that lovely kind of crackled metal looking finish around the top here. They're classy, they're beautiful, and they're a really decent size. And if you are planting any of the standards that we've got,
I agree.
We've actually got holly standards as well. We haven't brought those out for you today, but if you're interested in something a bit festive, have a little look for the holly standards. But any of the standards going into this pot will work so beautifully well because they're a nice deep pot, which is what you want with a standard so it doesn't blow over.
But having said that, I've just picked up the fancy again.
In there.
I mean, how nice does that look?
I like the way that tumbles over there as well. That's lovely.
So
I mean the thing is, your fancy will get really big if you plant it out into a border, but if you want to restrict the size of it, if you haven't got the space, put it in a pot. You can happily do that.
But we are very busy for those pots. So if you want them, don't leave it too long. You've got to bear in mind as well, a lot of orders do come through after the show as well. So a lot of you watch big chunks of the show and you order afterwards. But if you want the Diablos, they're normally $22.99 each. You can go for 2 today for $14.99. I'm going to buy 4 of those. And you've loved our Henrickses, the Jimmies as we call them.
The Jimmies.
The Jimmies.
Check out the Jimmies.
The
This
Jimmies.
is a pair of massive planters, tall, excuse me, square planters with a beautiful brushed champagne finish and the black at the bottom here. I just think they look really classy. They look really expensive,
and
don't they?
Could look really Christmassy as well because of that gold finish. So if you wanted to Christmas them up, you could do that. You don't have to, obviously. Don't forget, we've got a massive Ekim on the show as well, Pride of Madeira, in a 5-litre pot. Where is it? There it is. Absolutely huge.
I mean, if you are getting the Ekim today, you could happily plant it into this pot and it's going to look absolutely beautiful. Maybe you've got, maybe you bought one of our potted Christmas trees.
Yeah.
Over the weekend. I don't know if we've still got stock of those. We certainly haven't got them on the show today. But yeah, maybe you've got the Christmas tree and you haven't got a pot to put it in. Then this would be an amazing pot to put your Christmas tree in.
But again, they are down by $24.99 today. And if you want to go for this, 130522. Right, we are, do you know, I don't know what's happened today, but we've only got about 10 minutes on the show.
It's gone really quick.
We are back live tomorrow. We're back at 10 o'clock to 1 o'clock tomorrow. And we'll also be joining you, of course, on Sunday, 10 until 2 o'clock.
My tummy knows it's lunchtime, though. It just gave a little...
Have you got anything nice in? Got anything nice?
No.
Nah.
I haven't brought anything. I've got to go home. I'll find something at home.
Stu's got a spare apple. That sounds...
Oh, I've got some leftover pizza in the fridge.
Oh, that sounds all right.
That sounds lovely, doesn't it?
It really does. Right. We...
Love a bit of leftover pizza.
We are nearly out of time, though. Thank you to everyone that has placed orders today. Really appreciate it. But let's also quickly remind you of these really colourful planters. They're called the Prisma. You get all 3 of those. You get purple,
you don't have to
pink,
choose
and
a colour.
green. And what is nice at this time of year when things are a little bit dead looking in the gardens. You know, a lot of your trees may have lost their leaves. Obviously, there's not a lot of sunlight around. Sometimes you just want to really brighten the garden up. And I do think coloured pots make such a difference.
The pots do it. And I only really brought coloured pots into my garden this year, actually. And it really does make a difference.
I think
particularly at this time of year when you're looking out into the dark, dull grey days. And, you know, there's only a few plants in your garden that are really, like, in colour and looking beautiful. To have bright coloured pots really does make a difference.
And if you have got any bulbs that you still haven't planted, I know a lot of you got the free tulips last week. Obviously, today, you've got the free boucle Tets with those gorgeous narcissus. If you've got bulbs that you need to plant, just plant them in pots. It's not too late at all to plant bulbs.
No, absolutely. And these are such an amazing deal.
They're normally $7.99
Normally
each.
$7.99. Yeah. That is the price tag on the bottom of there. You know, we have sold these previously at £7.99 each. So right now, today, you can get all 3 for less than the price of what we've sold them as singularly.
And what I was talking about gifts, I love planting things up and giving them as gifts. You could put some lovely bulbs in there and give them as gifts next year, Mother's Day, things like that. Now, don't forget our Christmas roses have been reduced in price. We dropped the price on Sunday and we've held it for this week. And it's this divine variety of hellebore, and it really is divine. It's called Christmas Carol. It's been bred to produce a lot more flowers. I mean, these are literally covered in flowers and buds. And you're right, Bex.
I was just thinking the pots with the hellebore, because you get 3 hellebores and you get 3 pots. You could happily put those in there and they'll look really pretty. It is a gorgeous variety, longer flowering and, you know, more flowers, basically. It was bred specifically for those reasons.
And the flowers are a bit more upright than some of the hellebores. Some hellebores can be a little shy and their flowers kind of droop down a bit more. These are a little bit more upright, but look what happens when they age.
I love them.
Aren't they gorgeous? So they go from that white into these almost like a greeny pink, isn't it?
I know, it's beautiful. Honestly, I love the variety of the colours that you get on one plant. It's so pretty.
And even since Sunday, we had these on the Sunday show, so many more flowers have come out, haven't
Loads of them, and it just keeps going. And this is why we, well, certainly I am pushing it as an alternative to your poinsettias. Poinsettias are beautiful. And
you've been really mean about poinsettias today.
And I think you should. I think you should have poinsettias in your Christmas displays. But I just think that these are easier to grow and easier to look after. Poinsettias, they're divas.
I love poinsettias. I love the way they look. But yeah, there is a bit of a skill in terms of keeping them. In fact, there was one year that I put them in our pub. My mother half, as many of you know, have got a pub, and I put loads around the pub. And do you know
Within a day or two, just
well. It's quite an old pub and the windows are a little bit drafty. We have log burners and stuff to make it warm, but just by the windows.
They don't like drafts
Literally,
at all.
It was like, how dare you put me here? And they were like, shocking.
They don't like the cold.
No.
They do. Considering it's a Christmas flower, they don't like the cold. No. They don't like a draft. No.
They are from Mexico, aren't they?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
So
I know, and it's the red colour. I get it. I get that it's a festive thing because of the red colour.
I love them, but they are, they're not the easiest to keep looking great.
No.
These you can have inside over Christmas, and then once Christmas has passed, place them, put them outside. They love a shady spot. They love to be under trees, and
they come back year after year after year. You don't have to put them somewhere dark and mess about with them.
They're gorgeous. They really are, and they are the lowest price we've ever done right now at $16.99. 560054. Been really busy today. Thank you so much. Don't forget, if you spend over £30, you get free delivery.
Yep.
Join the club. You save 10% on all your plants and the compost. And you are going to get those free bulbs, the Tet Boule with every single order as well. Even if you already placed an order, you can come and place a second or third order today. You get some more free bulbs. Very quickly as well, we have got, lots of you done that, well done. We have got the lavender, which is a buy one, get one free, at just $3.99.
Oh, it's fantastic. That's just, you don't even have to think about that. Add that to your basket, because at $3.99, you're getting two fantastic plants that will be around for many, many years, that have a really long flowering season and require very little from you. But invite those beneficial pollinators in that create just an oasis of beauty for the bees and the butterflies.
Hey, we are nearly out of time. Can we remind you of the bird planters?
Yeah, let's do it.
Because these have been incredibly popular today.
Yeah.
They're normally $8.99 each. That's the RRP. We've brought them down to $5.99, but then you get a free one. Buy one, get one free. Do you know, for $5.99 to get two of these and your 15 narcissus as well?
Yeah, I think that's absolutely incredible. Buy one, get one free with any buy one, get one free. So the lavender and the bird trellis, you put one into your basket, enter the code YGTV49, and we do the rest for you. We'll add the second one into your basket, plus we'll add in your free gift.
So just thinking, for our club members, you'll get these for around about £5.40 for two. I mean, come on. That's good, isn't it?
For something that you'll have for many years to come. Yeah. And you can have them with you can have them with the trellis on the top, or you can remove that and you can have it just as a pot on its own. You've got the option, because they just clip into place. I think your free bulbs would look great in these. They really, really would. We are sadly out of time. Thank you to all the regulars, all the new viewers, really appreciate it. Thank you.
My name's Shaun, this is lovely Bex. We're back live tomorrow morning at
10 o'clock
again. And we always bring some extra deals into every live show. So we've got some new things tomorrow as well. And we've got your favourites. Bex, loved it, didn't you?
Yeah, that was fun.
Thank you again. Have a great day, whatever you do. Try and get out in the garden if you can. We'll see you tomorrow, bright and early at 10 o'clock on YouGarden TV.